This ultra-handsome young man is our protagonist, Woo Yun. All because he listened to a friend's casual invitation. He got trapped in a damn game and endured every kind of suffering inside that game for 10 whole years. It all started with a title called Reverse Planet, a virtual reality game that took the world by storm, dominating the global rankings. Players raved about its themes like space portals, supernatural abilities, and invasion wars. And so, I logged into the game following my group of friends' invitation. Only to end up completely imprisoned in that world, the very world of Reverse Planet that had bled into reality. In the Transcendent Project, aimed at creating a unique, unparalleled superhuman, thousands of people were thrown into this insane research. For those captured here, they conducted biological experiments to modify the human body. After countless experiments, only Subject 62 Woo Yun himself survived. Watching those around him gradually fall away, Woo Yun vowed never to forgive those who had turned him into what he had become. If this was reality, he would survive at all costs to exact revenge. And so, the plan began as warning alarms blared non-stop. All the innocent people imprisoned here shared one determined thought: escape this hell and run. Even he thought the same. Just keep running and light would welcome them. But reality is always cruel. Everyone was blocked. The vicious figure blocking their path to a new door was the head of laboratory security. He spouted insane words, his face twisted like a devil's, delivering lines that crushed their last shred of hope. His oppressive aura put everyone on high alert. At that moment, a fierce will to live and a spirit of unity surged among them. But in response, that security chief kept spitting contemptuous remarks. Every foolish act comes with a price, and his end was a body crisscrossed with wounds. He paid with his life, with echoes of agony. But in return, during that struggle, many innocent people fell, leaving only Woo Yun behind. The one left standing suffers the most. In just a few days, he had to endure countless farewells. Now, Woo Yun's eyes hold only emptiness after all that has happened. The echoes of his friends' souls have become haunting memories in his mind. The urge for revenge grew ever deeper in Woo Yun's heart. After escaping the laboratory, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. A long time passed as he sought vengeance for those he loved. His hurried footsteps carried immense resolve. Woo Yun killed and killed again, growing far more cold-blooded. He honed powerful, decisive techniques. Now, Woo Yun was no longer the weak one who needed others' protection like before. But things kept happening relentlessly. The cycle of revenge seemed endless. His body gradually wore down, and life became meaningless. Just when it seemed everything might finally come to an end, a system panel suddenly appeared. That was perhaps the only surprise he would had in many years. It presented a special mission: eliminate the Transcendence Project, with the reward being a chance to return to the old world. After the brutal battle, only chaos remained on the ground. A man slumped down, his body trembling uncontrollably as he questioned. After everything. Why did it end up like this? I should be basking in glory right now. The head manager of the Transcendence Project, face wounded, roared, "Why? Just why?" Test subject no. 81, Kim Young-jun, bent down and asked with a smirk, "Do not tell me you really do not know." The head manager swatted Young-jun's hand away, shouting, "Shut up, subject 81. I won't lower myself to talk with the likes of you." He glared at the imposing young man before him, growling his name, Baek Woo Yun. The young man with a long scar on his cheek and a weary face was none other than test subject No. 62 of the Transcendence Project, the superhuman known as Baek Woo Yun. His situation did not improve. The other man's hand seized his throat, his face turning pale, yet he kept babbling, You shattered all mortal limits, reached extraordinary realms, you are a true transcendent. You are the most perfect masterpiece the project ever created. Anything you desire, I will give it to you. You are completely different from those fools. Woo Yun coldly raised his arm, refusing, I do not need anything. The head manager refused to relent. Wait, you think killing me will end it all? The corporate alliance will never forgive those who dare bare their fangs at them. It won't be just you, your families, your relatives, your colleagues, they will all suffer the same fate. As his words ended, a blinding streak of light flashed, cutting everything in half. The head manager of the project. And everything else ended there. Young Jun hurriedly raised his knife to block the splatter of filthy gunk, exclaiming, blood got all over me. I still had questions, but you finished him off right away. What are you staring at? A status panel immediately appeared. Special error correction mission completed. All special missions complete. Promised reward to be granted. Do you wish to return to the original world? Wu Yun looked at the light, thinking to himself, finally, I have escaped this place. All I have to do is press this, and finally. At that moment, a dark aura emanated from beneath his feet. Someone's voice echoed in his ears, Wu Yun, where do you think you are going? Have you forgotten us? What about the others? Please, kill them. Take revenge, wash away the grudge, collect the blood debt. The cruelest revenge. His hands were now stained with blood. No. I am so tired. This is enough. Is not it? My absence probably won't matter now. Besides, this might be the first and only chance. Suddenly, young Jun patted his shoulder, calling his name, Baek Wu Yun. Wu Yun turned to look at him and spoke, I am going back to the old world now. Young Jun asked, confused, old world? What nonsense are you spouting now? You have been here from the start. Wu Yun pressed the button. A blue light immediately enveloped him as he left a message. Please tell the others for me. I am sorry. Scene transitioned to the modern world. Wu Yun jolted awake in bed. He sat up abruptly, gasping for air. Is this my room? Did I really come back? How much time has passed? Bewildered, he unlocked his phone screen and muttered, it is the day I got sucked into the game. So no time passed over there at all. The scars and bulging muscles were all gone, as if it had all been just a dream. The long hair and pitch black eyes Wu Yun had in the game were gone. Not only that, but he was once again alone, facing a group of burly men. Wu Yun showed no fear, swinging his axe, fighting desperately. He remembered Su Ah, nearly collapsing, begging, save me, I do not want to die. And the project head manager's curse echoed, it won't be just you, your families. Your relatives, your colleagues, they will all suffer the same fate. Wu Yun immediately clutched his head back in his bedroom, whispering, it can't be a dream. The feelings and memories are too vivid to be called a dream. Those 10 years in the other world were clearly real. Suddenly, his phone vibrated with an incoming call from Yung Na-yun. He picked it up, a sense of familiarity dawning, Yung Na-yun. That name sounds so familiar. The moment Wu Yun answered, the other end screamed, nearly deafening him, Baek Wu Yun. Why have not you been in touch at all? Do not tell me you forgot about our plans. Wu Yun asked blankly, plans? She quickly reminded him, yeah, we are meeting up tonight, I will send you the location. Get there now. Na-yun hung up before he could process what was happening. Wu Yun stared at the screen, telling himself, I remember this voice now. She was my closest friend from the old school days. And the very one who convinced me to play Reverse Planet. Do not tell me she knows something, that this is some scheme, from my memory it is highly unlikely. But I will meet her first and figure it out. Scene transitioned to a small restaurant at the end of the street. Wu Yun wearily pushed the door open. A voice called out, over here. Na-yun, wearing a pink hat, waved vigorously, Baek Wu Yun. Long time no see. This is our first get-together since the semester ended, right? Wanna have some drinks? He walked over slowly and sat down, declining, no, I will pass today. Wu Yun thought anxiously, if I get drunk now, I have no idea what I might do. She looked puzzled, wow, that is strange. So just food then. Soon, fragrant meat sizzled on the grill. Na-yun sighed, sounding disappointed, seriously, have you even tried it yet? You said you just finished the tutorial. Wu Yun looked up and replied, I just created a character and watched the opening cutscene, while thinking to himself, and then got sucked right into it. Her mouth fell open in surprise. What? The opening? What are you talking about, Baek Wu Yun? That is basically not playing at all. Her words made him tense up. Not playing at all. Wu Yun clenched his fist, silently blaming her. Think about it. Who else dragged me into that 10-year hell if not you? Na-yun swirled the glass in her hand, pouting, I was really looking forward to it. You know, you said you would do a fixed stream on my channel. You used to be an arena champion. Just showing half your skills would make my channel explode. Wu Yun watched her complain, Feeling confused, a streamer, I think she mentioned she is a game streamer. No wonder she kept pestering me to join her. He spoke softly, I never promised that. Nayeon retorted immediately, you said you would go on stream at least once, did not you? He sighed inwardly, even so. Thanks to her, I am starting to feel like I am back in reality. Scene transitioned to later. His calloused hand moved the computer mouse with practiced ease. Woo Yun typed like a master, searching for information. Planet Earth is the developer of Reverse Planet, headquartered in Silicon Valley, San Francisco, USA. After a while, he leaned back in his chair and exhaled deeply, enough. Even going to the headquarters won't solve anything. Telling them their game sent me to another dimension, they would think I am insane. And if they are involved, it is even more dangerous. What if I poke around and get silenced? What the hell am I doing? I escaped that hell. That is good enough. Why am I digging into this? Enough. Forget everything about that place. This is the real world. Scene transitioned to a few days later. Someone had their arm around Woo Yun's shoulders. The person walking beside him chattered non-stop. Look at this guy, have not seen you in ages. As hoped, Woo Yun was trying hard to live a normal life by returning to school. He focused on writing notes, muttering, right. This is definitely my major. Suddenly, a skeletal figure embraced Woo Yun from behind, whispering, but have you truly returned? Is this your reality? Woo Yun's face turned ashen. He immediately spun around to look. But behind him were only students silently studying. Something began to twist. The room plunged into a red hue as a mesmerizing voice echoed incessantly. Take revenge on them. Wash away the grudge. A wretched vengeance. This is not where you belong. Woo Yun could not bear it. He let out a scream and bolted outside. The people around him looked utterly bewildered. What is wrong with him? Meanwhile, Woo Yun was outside in the hallway, one hand braced against the wall, the other clutching his pounding chest. A crimson hand touched his shoulder again. Baek Woo Yun, are you okay? Woo Yun swiftly grabbed that arm. He yanked his classmate forward, shocking the wide-eyed young man. Acting on instinct, Woo Yun gripped the hilt of a pitch-black dagger. He unleashed a sharp slash aimed right in front of his friend's face. But the classmate's voice pulled Woo Yun back to reality, his fist frozen mid-air. What are you doing? Woo Yun jolted, retracting his arm, and hurriedly said, sorry. The other person looked at Woo Yun's trembling hands and whispered, the others have been saying you have been acting a bit strange lately. Scene transitioned to outside the back. Woo Yun slowly opened a can of soda. He hung his head, only to see a strange entity calling his name, Woo Yun. He seemed surrounded by countless invisible figures. Come back. Woo Yun, have you forgotten us? Come back. Woo Yun kept pleading, stop it. Please, leave me alone. Just then, Na-yeon called out to him with a smile. Seeing his dazed expression, she asked worriedly, you look tired. Are you okay? Woo Yun, sweating profusely, denied it. No, it is nothing. Na-yeon hesitated, then continued, well, if you say so. But if anything happens, you can talk to me. Okay, I will help you. Woo Yun immediately frowned and looked up. Who are you calling, me? With that, Na-yeon turned to leave. I will head off first then. He nodded, yeah. Only now did Woo Yun realize, he was the one who had brought these wandering souls back with him. Not long after, Woo Yun arrived at a VR simulation booth. He muttered to himself, suppose all of this is a summons. He took slow, deliberate steps, all right. At this rate, living in this world is no different from being over there. Woo Yun lay down inside the pod, resolving to himself, I have to go back. This time, when I return, I will end everything. Thoroughly. Welcome to Reverse Planet. Woo Yun looked around curiously. This place. It is an experiment waiting room. Did I just enter the game world? I would never willingly return to the lab from that other world. But why can't I go back to that world now, when I have finally resolved to return to that hell? Are there other conditions I need to meet? While he was pondering, the system appeared. Confirm character appearance. Without overthinking, Woo Yun decided, for now, let us proceed with the tutorial. I can probably return to that world once it is finished. First, I need to look at the settings. In that other world, he fought well enough without combat assistance. The system announced, character stats and combat assistance information set to 0%. Proceeding with initial ability setup, choose your core elemental ability. Abilities can be reset at any time. An ability map appeared with explanations. The ability system of Reverse Planet was designed to strengthen a character by first selecting a core element, then enhancing it with various secondary elements. This entire structure, from the core to the secondary elements, was called a build. There were so many elements that in professional leagues, there were professional build crafters dedicated entirely to researching builds. Among them, what helped Wu Yun achieve the title of Transcendent was, he selected something from this second system screen. Immediately after, an announcement blared, Test Subject 48. You have been awake since the last experiment, so it has been a week now. Hearing this, Wu Yun immediately thought of the pain the player must have endured. So the game does not show the process before awakening, but I doubt anyone would actually want to experience that in a game. Cutting his thoughts short, the announcement ordered him, then let us begin the next experiment immediately. Step inside. What awaited him inside left Wu Yun stunned. It was an etanol. A killing machine created to suppress the destruction of awakened subjects from the Transcendence Project, and the reason countless test subjects had lost their lives. The system began assigning tasks. Tutorial Mission 1, defeat the etanol. Battle the etanol using your awakened ability. Wu Yun felt a bit of disdain, an old model, even as he said that. Unpleasant memories suddenly surfaced. Hung Wu Yun, save me. All of them were annihilated by that hulking machine. After sending that person off, it turned its blood-red eyes toward Wu Yun. And now, here it was, charging at him again, mindlessly. He cracked his knuckles, muttering, it is still here, just like back then. These researchers always do the most disgusting things. The etanol threw a powerful punch. Wu Yun effortlessly dodged. It did not stop, continuing its assault with cold, sharp glances. Its arms moved alternately, forming a barrage of punches. Wu Yun was all too familiar with this. He approached lightly without getting hit once. Wu Yun lightly tapped its body. Assessing internally, the final model was tougher because it could use abilities too. But he smashed it to pieces, shouting with irony, this is just the first model. Metal fragments scattered across the floor, its body nearly shattered. After the battle ended, the announcement declared, experiment complete. Test Subject 48. You are extraordinary. At this level, your ability is incomparable to ordinary test subjects. The main system simultaneously reported, Tutorial Mission 1, defeat the etanol. Mission complete. Just as he was preparing to move on, alarm sounds rang out again. Good, then let us begin the next exper. What is that? What is happening? The intruders are those damn government bastards. You damn cockroaches, how did you get here? After a panicked shout, everything descended into greater chaos. This was a message sent to all victims unjustly imprisoned in this lab. Please, use all your strength and escape immediately. Wu Yun sensed something familiar. That voice. The system seized the moment to assign the next task, Tutorial Mission 2, escape the laboratory. Escape the laboratory and flee outside. Explosions spread, the ceiling nearly collapsing. First, I had to get out of here. Cracks were widening, signs of collapse becoming clear. Wu Yun kept running but could not seem to escape. He wondered, how many explosions were there? Amidst his confusion, a nearby sound caught Wu Yun's attention. The hallway is completely wrecked. The insignia of the Inter-Korean Space Administration. Not an enemy. Even on the verge of death, the man strained to ask, you are a victim. The fact you are here means you are trying to escape, right? It is a coincidence, but I can help you with that. Feel free to choose anything you want. And this. Once you are outside, send a signal with this. The administration will come to pick you up. With those words, the flow of his life ran dry. He is dead. Wu Yun looked around, trying to understand what was happening. As he was lost in thought, a monster suddenly appeared. Right, this is a game. It must just be a necessary cutscene for progression. After a moment, he picked up an iron axe. But the moment he grasped it, a ghostly hand clung to Wu Yun, making him uncomfortable. What is this filthy feeling? A few minutes earlier, a live stream had started elsewhere. I can't believe I am playing Reverse Planet, the most popular game in the country. My hipster pride is weeping. This girl was Kong Soyeol, a professional game streamer. The chat exploded. At least she knows she is a hipster. She chose this popular game herself. Why is she reacting like this to playing the nation's top game? Really do not get it. Did someone force her to play Reverse Planet as a punishment? Soyeol cried out indignantly, that was not the punishment I chose. You guys chose it, but a promise is a promise. And I, Kong Soyeol, am a woman who has never broken a promise to my viewers. The chat expressed disappointed dissent. How many times have you lied about the next game being a popular one? Last time you said it was a popular game, then brought out some hipster indie title. Do not be so harsh. If not her, who else would play those hipster games? Soyeol enthusiastically undertook the fan-suggested gameplay. So now I will begin the punishment for failing the challenge. Clear the tutorial of Reverse Planet in one attempt. The chat began to shift with anticipation. Look at her changing the subject. This is gonna be controversial. The bugs in Reverse Planet can finally rest. Let us play. Before entering the game, she skimmed through the main sections. No need to change character appearance. Right, as for my ability, I will choose something really cool, like fire. And finally, the combat assistance percentage was. The system displayed, character appearance saved, ability settings saved. Combat assistance ratio, 50%. Combat assistance was a system that aided the entire combat process, including posture adjustment, movement assistance, and skill usage tuning. The higher the percentage, the more assistance you received. Confirm these settings. The chat immediately voiced opposition, it should be 0%. Clear the tutorial without assistance. Are you scared? Oh mom, when I grow up, I do not need no assistance. Seeing such comments, Soyeol also had doubts. Clear the tutorial without assistance. Is that even possible? From what I have researched, the percentage of players worldwide who do not use assistance is nearly 0%. My skills are honed by hipster games, so I am quite confident in my mechanics. But they say playing without assistance is like trying to control a newly grown third arm. Right. Exactly. This might be a bad idea. Thinking this, Soyeol put on a sweet, pleading voice, everyone, even though I really want to, not using assistance is really. A loyal fan provided motivation. Donation mission, complete the tutorial without using assistance. Reward, 500,000 won. The moment she saw the money, her eyes lit up, and she agreed recklessly, something a streamer must challenge at least once. The chat saw this and was helpless. With that much money, how could she refuse? She changed her mind the moment the mission appeared. Flip sides faster than a rice cake. The ghost of capitalism. Soyeol was so excited she could not contain herself, jumping up. I will play without assistance until I clear the tutorial. Yet just a few minutes later, her spirits plummeted. Are you guys sure about this? From the very beginning, she was crushed by the ethanol within 2 minutes. Soyeol clenched her fists, trembling with frustration. I mean, they just throw you into a battle without any explanation, and it is an ambush too. The chat, thinking of her being demolished earlier, burst out laughing. Gotta admit, that part is unfair. Fighting an ethanol without assistance and only using a core element is tough. That mission is designed to make you lose anyway. Very quickly, Soyeol regained her composure and moved on. Suddenly, something appeared. Anyway, I farmed a radio and a weapon, so now I just need to escape, right? A system panel was right in front of her. Tutorial Mission 2, Escape the Laboratory. Beginning automatic team matching. Attempting to match for a suggested 4-person team. Soyeol was so surprised she exclaimed, a team. She quickly composed herself and asked her fans, if I complete this stage with team members, does it still count? The chat mocked her as if she did not know how to play. That is a free carry. A bus ride is always welcome. You would not say that if you knew how the team matching mechanism works in the tutorial. You can't always get a match. Soyeol began to notice the odd problem. What do you mean you can't get a match? Reverse Planet is a popular game, so there should be lots of players. The system quickly slapped her in the face. Matching failed. Initiating cross-team matching. Expanding range. Extended search includes matching with groups already in the matching process. The chat conveniently clarified for her, see, told you. But why does not it work for real? Matching only works with people who have the same combat assistance ratio. What lunatic would clear the tutorial without assistance? Reading this, Soyeol was stunned. Wait a minute. So that means anyone I am matched with also is not using assistance. Everyone seized the chance to laugh even harder. That is right. A no assistance team. So you won't get carried. You will be the one carrying. I will send a gift if you complete it with a no assistance team. A sense of powerlessness rose in Soyeol. Maybe I should just cancel this mission. Just as she was about to give up, the system chimed in, matching successful. She quickly pressed cancel, but it was too late. Joining pre-existing tutorial mission, escape the laboratory. She helplessly accepted her fate. I am screwed. And so, Soyeol was dragged into the mission with tears in her eyes. But the scene before her made her jaw drop. Soyeol looked around, speechless. Guys, this is no joke. The chat almost exploded. What is this? Wait. For real, is this really a no assistance team? That is insane. Is this a pro player on an alt account? No pro player could do this in the tutorial without assistance. The shattered etanals had become piles of scrap metal. And more importantly, he took down this many etanals without assistance or a gun. A perfect carry. Alright, now I am going to find that person. In another corner, machine oil dripped from the axe blade. Woo Yun was the one who had destroyed most of those hulking robots. Sensing something, he shot a vigilant glance backward. Soyeol stepped forward, peeking out and calling softly, "Excuse me." Before she could say anything else, a blade shot toward her face. The person who was just here. Very quickly, Woo Yun timely realized Soyeol was not an enemy. She was terrified by this, her mouth stammering, unable to form words. After realizing, she quickly ran behind a wall, screaming, "Save me." Woo Yun sheathed his dagger. Not an enemy. Sorry, my mistake. Based on the situation, Soyeol quickly realized, wait. The blood-stained lab coat. It is him. Woo Yun did not say another word, turning to leave. I am going. She tried to stop him. Hey, I think we were matched into the same team. So would not it be okay if I went with you? My name is Kong Soyeol. I am a streamer, and I am currently live. Would it be okay if you appear on stream? Privacy mode is on, so your face will be hidden. Why did he suddenly stop? Is he angry? From afar, a group of people charged over. They were escaped test subjects. Kill him, no need to capture him alive. Before anything else, a silver rain of bullets erupted. Soyeol sat in a corner, holding her head and lamenting, why is the difficulty of this tutorial so high? She glanced back and asked Woo Yun, Mr. Bus driver, are you okay? The bullets kept flying, but not a single one touched him. Woo Yun waited for an opening, then threw his axe, sending it whirling through the air. The guard squad hit by it could not get back up. Seeing this, Soyeol grew even more worried. The chat viewers were also stunned. What the hell is that? Jenny using a chain sickle. Soyeol hid behind a pile of scrap metal and asked her fans, I do not know much about Reverse Planet, so is this considered top tier? The chat was also at a loss. How can he use a weapon like that without assistance? Yeah, exactly. Actually, it is insane. What the hell am I watching right now? Soyeol asked her more experienced gaming fans, does anyone know what kind of ability he is using? His eyes suddenly turned white. The fans were also stumped, yet full of admiration for Woo Yun. Based on how he is using the chain sickle. Is it wind? If it were wind, it would be more obvious. Psychic is similar. I do not know what it is, but I would get wrecked if I met someone like that in PvP. Among them, one fan recognized the only core element that could enhance physical stats to such a degree while also changing eye color. Ah, absolute entity. She worriedly repeated it softly, absolute entity. She was very curious, is not that the trash ability that makes you unable to use other abilities? I thought everyone said not to choose it. The chat could only shrug, that is exactly why we do not understand it either. Absolute entity. It was one of the foundational pillars among countless features in Reverse Planet. It massively enhanced physical stats and skill resistance, but it prevented you from using skills yourself. Precisely because of these penalties, players considered it a completely useless ability. The Reverse Planet community listed things to avoid from 1 to 25. Absolute entity. Honestly, I do not even understand why this discard exists. The description says it all. It prevents you from using skills. Leave the party if anyone has this skill. Soyeol stared blankly at the scene before her. That is weird. Not being able to use abilities in a game where abilities are a crucial element. The chat buzzed with discussion. Sounds lame. Can you even fight without skills? I have never seen anyone pick Absolute Entity on their second playthrough. I chose it out of curiosity and immediately deleted my character. Your eyes turn completely white if you use it. It really makes you an absolute entity. Stacking physical stats might be useful in a no-stat editing battle. Based on theory, she quietly formed an answer in her mind. Using skills must be incredibly difficult in a no-edits battle. So, perhaps it is worth giving up everything and dumping all points into physical stats. But he is probably still only level 1. How can he move like that? On the battlefield, Wu Yun coiled the gleaming chain, making her even more curious. Who is this guy? As the chain was yanked taut, plasma splattered from the enemy's body. In the blink of an eye, Wu Yun had cleaned them all up. His dark eyes reflected in the crimson sickle blade. The dark entities clinging to him were not satisfied yet. Wu Yun, be more violent on your path of revenge. I am still not satisfied. At the same time, an enemy had hidden behind a wall. His gun barrel was aimed almost directly at Wu Yun. Seeing this, Soyeol quickly jumped out, shouting, "Watch out!" She slid in, firing a suppressing burst that successfully drew fire and protected him. The enemy was frightened by the barrage, his limbs flailing. Immediately after, Soyeol slid further, shooting upward from below, catching him off guard. Damn it, with just that one shot, she successfully hit his brain. After finishing the job, Soyeol even struck a pose, causing the chat to go wild. That is so cool. At least she is pretty good at shooting. You need to be good at shooting to play like her. You guys are acting like she did everything. She just got the final hit. A kill steal. But she temporarily ignored them, looking at Wu Yun instead. Soyeol raised her gun, a bright smile blooming on her face. I was useful, right? Suddenly, a small spark of joy flickered in his mind. The peaceful scene before the increasing chaos made him feel a bit warm. Seeing him so silent, Soyeol tentatively called out, "Mr. Carey. You are not angry, are you?" "Of course, I know it is all thanks to you. I just wanted to help a little." Wu Yun replied softly, "No." His gaze softened. "You helped." The chat exploded again. He is nice too, he is protecting a kill stealer. That is amazing. We can't see his face because of the privacy settings. But I bet he is handsome too. His voice is pleasant too, right? I know it is modulated, but... Soyeol jumped for joy. Really, so can I continue with you through this tutorial? I will help as much as I can. Wu Yun saw no reason to refuse. Alright. After walking for a bit, Soyeol spoke up, "Mr. Carey." He introduced himself, "Call me Baek Wu Yun." She stuttered a little. "Yes, Wu Yun." Is that his real name? That might not get censored. Now that she knew his name, Soyeol got to the main question, if it is not too intrusive to ask. Did you choose Absolute Entity as your first core ability? He confirmed without hesitation. That is right. The chat buzzed again. He actually did it. We need to re-evaluate Absolute Entity. Re-evaluate what? It is still useless. He is right. Do you think normal people could do what he did? She wanted to know more. How can you dodge bullets without using skills? Do you play any other games? Wu Yun shook his head. No other games. Suddenly, he stopped abruptly, causing Soyeol to panic. What is it? What is wrong? Based on his senses, Wu Yun warned, there are 2 etanals about 20 meters ahead. She repeated, confused, 20 meters. Soyeol silently admired him. He does not even have a scouting skill, but he can determine how far away enemies are and how many there are. Wow. Wu Yun nonchalantly kept walking without hesitation. But it is nothing major. Let us keep going. Walking another 20 meters, they indeed encountered them. No way. But he was actually right. Wu Yun continued talking calmly as the 2 etanals charged. Back then. I guess I really enjoyed playing Colosseum, huh? Her face pale with worry, she urged him, wait, be careful. Wu Yun swiftly dodged their first attack. He straightened his leg and delivered a kick to its face. After finishing off the first one, he continued, "Back when I was really addicted to games." He retracted his fist while introducing himself. "Back there, I was a battler." Wu Yun's steel-like fist was something no Eternal could withstand. The viewers were thrilled. This is insane. An Eternal just like that. Remember, folks, this is also without any edits. So this is what a Colosseum battler looks like. A Colosseum battler makes sense. Only Soyeol still did not understand. Is being a Colosseum ranker that important? The chat began to explain objectively. She does not even know the significance of that. Damn hipster. Honestly, I do not know either. Is it that important? I do not know what people think these days. But back in the day, Colosseum battlers used to get professional invitations. Right, battler, the pro gamer, he was also a battler. She quickly realized who the famous battler was. Yeah, is not battler the top player in Reverse Planet's Pro League? In the chat, two fans were quite curious. Do you think he faced battler when he was a battler? I wonder what would happen if our carry and battler fought. While Soyeol was learning, Wu Yun had already finished cleaning up. Let us keep going. She was left speechless, stammering, "Why yeah. Before I knew it, we are at the final tutorial mission." There, the head of security was waiting for them. "You managed to make it all the way here. I bet you have no idea this place will become your grave." He was the laboratory's head of security, the tutorial bot. The head of security, confident in his strength, sneered, "Do not worry, you will be reunited with your comrades soon." Only now did Wu Yun realize, the head of security. So everything up until now has been a tutorial. Suddenly, something terrifying appeared in the depths of his eyes, the resentful ghosts that always clung to Wu Yun. They called to him with eerie voices, "I see him. Hurry up and kill him. Kill him without wasting time." The head of security charged. "Do not even think about surviving and leaving this place." Seeing this, Soyeol quickly crouched down and took aim. Unfortunately for her, the bullets had no effect against the shield. "I thought particle barriers were only for the awakened." The chat laughed. The head of security is clearly an awakened person. He is still a bot. He has to have at least this much. It is annoying seeing her try to shoot her way through everything. The eerie sounds gripped him. Sensing disadvantage, Soyeol immediately dodged farther away. "I will provide covering fire from here." The fans were helpless about her. Look at her calling for the carry immediately. She reacts quickly. She is ready to be carried. He dodged the attacks effortlessly again. That is right. This is just a game. But if this could satisfy everyone even a little. With just a light kick, Wu Yun shattered the shield. The head of security was also sent flying 800 miles by the force of the impact, creating a massive explosion. Soyeol watched this scene, frozen stiff. Only the fans were thrilled. He did not even shoot anything. How did the particle barrier shatter already? A bug. The head of security stepped out from the wreckage with an iron body. The fans went wild. Iron body, what is his skill? Is that his ability? Yeah, iron body is his skill. The head of security charged with intense momentum. "I will tear you apart." The fans were stunned by the situation. The ground is sinking. Yeah. I bet he weighs at least a ton with that skill. You would die if you got hit by that guy. Right. His first punch sank the ground deep, but it did not hit Wu Yun. Not stopping there, the head of security continued charging. "How long do you think you can keep dodging?" His arms were replaced with sharp drills. The punches he unleashed continuously destroyed everything. Wu Yun dodged them all. Wu Yun clenched his fist, preparing to counterattack. The fans were in an uproar. Just one hit would be fatal. But he is dodging everything. Even with edits, I could not dodge his attacks. Provide covering fire for him. Are you joking? The moment he unleashed his first punch, the head of security could not withstand it. He was pushed back, collapsing to the ground, clutching his face in pain. The eerie hands reached out again. "Do not deactivate your iron body skill." Wu Yun coldly declared, "You can't die that easily." The others planted thoughts in his mind. Tear him apart like what happened to us. Be even more brutal. The head of security was terrified, unable to comprehend what was happening. How can a test subject be this strong? He cracked his knuckles, looking at him with a beastly gaze. Thanks to you. Soyul stood outside, witnessing everything, speechless. Immediately after, the system appeared. You have defeated the laboratory head of security. Her mouth hung open, unable to understand. What are we even watching? The chat followed helplessly. This is insane. That is our carry. You guys have to remember he is not using any edits. It is like he has beaten people up before. Should not we discuss this more? She licked her lips, perking up. Anyway, we defeated the tutorial bot. Now we just need to escape from here, right? The chat was helpless, probably. You just got carried. Why is there someone this strong here? Soyul called out to him too. Stop this. Let us go, Wu Yun. He calmly walked away, leaving the head of security's possessed body behind. Yeah. Let us go. Once outside, Soyul stretched contentedly. Finally escaped. The system continuously announced, tutorial, escape the laboratory, completed. Level up. You have received 1 skill point. Soyul turned to him, curious about his next plans. Wu Yun, are you planning to continue with the main quest today? He shook his head, wanting to rest. No, I think I will stop here for today. By the way, can you wait a moment, I have something for you. Wu Yun agreed. All right. Soyul was delighted and impressed by him. Thanks to you, the no edits tutorial is complete. The chat became noisy again. How shameless. She must be in the top 100 of Fox's most shamelessly carried streamers list. But it was fun to watch anyway. I just joined the stream. Is it over already? Finally, she bid them farewell. Today's stream was so fun. See you all tomorrow. After turning off the screen, Soyul thanked him for waiting. Wu Yun wanted to get to the main point. It is fine. What did you want? Soyul hesitated a bit, shyly inviting him. Can you regularly join my streams? Wu Yun was slightly surprised and asked back. Your streams? Soyul quickly brought up more reasons to persuade him. I mainly play Reverse Planet's main quest and occasionally do PvP. Seeing it was not quite working, she deployed the beauty tactic. I will make sure the stream fits your schedule. Plus, I will pay a generous appearance fee. Wu Yun lowered his head, declining. I am sorry. Soyul was forced to give up. All right. His expression says it all. Seeing she could not persuade him, Soyul tried a different approach. Can I friend you? This, he agreed to. All right. With that done, she bowed to him before leaving. Playing games with you was really fun. I hope you enjoy the game. The system appeared as usual. Soyul has logged out. Wu Yun stood there blankly. The tutorial is over. But why have not I returned to that other world? Meanwhile, somewhere else, a keyboard warrior was hard at work. Wu Yun still did not know that the Reverse Planet community was collectively trying to figure out why a no edits, no gun playthrough was possible. I will tell you why he is a future hacker determined by today's gameplay. And the anonymous viewer, 62, donated $3,000. How does it feel to return to the real world? Morning at the Korean branch office of the VR game production company for Reverse Planet. They were facing an unprecedented event in their operational history. All because of one individual's gameplay. A fight scene played on the screen. My God, even watching it again, it is unbelievable. No assistance tools used, no weapon equipped, yet he took down the guard squad leader so easily. Jun Yun said, the online community has unanimously declared this cheating. Players are continuously sending internal messages, applying pressure, demanding the company give an official explanation. Are you certain this is not a hack? Jin Ho nodded. Absolutely certain. I conducted a full data check from the moment this character was created. Absolutely no traces of external program intervention or modification were found. Moreover, we have dealt with countless types of hackers before, hackers who can walk through walls, hackers who can become invisible. But this is the first time I have witnessed movement like this. It is a character control style that even the most sophisticated hacks can't simulate. Di Yun shook his head. If it is not cheating, then this player is extremely insane. Baek GM spoke up. However, there is still an extremely small probability that this is a completely new type of hack we have not detected yet. GM nodded. Right. Anyway, we must conduct a thorough investigation. Wu Yun sat across from Na Yun. So, because of me, the online community is in an uproar, completely chaotic. Na Yun was excited. Yes, right now, everything is extremely chaotic. This incident has even started a no assistance challenge trend among female gamers. Reverse Planet community highlighted post, the no assistance and no gun challenge insane difficulty. If there is no assistance, then special abilities won't activate at all. Since everyone is failing, they are completely blaming it on cheating. Do you know how shocked I was when I first saw that video? Wu Yun continued, but how could you recognize me? I was wearing a mask during the stream, and there is personal information protection too. Na Yun went on. You revealed your own name, remember, besides, I have observed you fighting before. Even though I knew you were good, reaching this level. Outsiders would think you are hacking. He pondered. So that is why I was contacted. She was surprised. Contacted, about what? He hesitated. Ah, that is. Na Yun was astonished. Planet Earth Korea contacted you proactively, and they want to verify if you are using hacking software. A message had come to Wu Yun from Kong Soyol. Hello, Wu Yun. The thing is, I received a notification through that open stream. Na Yun, on this side, was excited. For a game company to directly intervene to check if you are hacking. You have definitely attracted huge attention. So, what are you planning to do next? Wu Yun slowly replied. Although it is just the Korean branch, this is a rare opportunity to make contact with the game's producer. If someone from a higher management level appears, I might find clues about that other world I am searching for. I said I would think about it, but I might try accepting this offer. Na Yun was thrilled. Really, that is a very wise decision. If you want to continue playing Reverse Planet, you should clear things up. Being called a hacker by everyone is annoying. He replied. I am not too bothered by that. Besides, who would recognize me? I did not even show my face on stream. Na Yun objected. No, even if you change your name, your fighting style is too unique. It is impossible not to recognize. Even in the professional scene, no one fights bare-handed like you. Lately, even pro gamers trying to hide their identities get discovered because of their distinctive fighting habits. A posted video, general channel, I found this rookie's alt account. I saw him tap the floor twice with his foot before using a movement ability, so it is definitely that person. Wu Yun replied casually. Oh, observant. Na Yun continued. Good thing you agreed. Otherwise, that streamer would have been heavily criticized by the community. He was puzzled. Why? What does that person have to do with me? Is not that irrelevant to those fiercely debating the hacking issue? She answered. Initially, they only targeted you, but very quickly, they will shift their criticism to the person who invited you onto the stream. He nodded. Is that so? Suddenly, Soyol's figure appeared on the surface of Wu Yun's water glass. Then, a reply message appeared. Message from Beck Wu Yun. I will participate. Soyol was flustered. Her face filled with excitement. Great, on the screen, Kong Soyol's channel viewer count. She was focused on this extremely hot topic. The viewer count would definitely skyrocket terribly. He. Everyone, prepare for a big surprise because this is a first in Reverse Planet history. The screen lit up with a notification for a live broadcast aimed at explaining the hacking suspicion. Hello, everyone. The person who has attracted the most attention recently regarding hacking suspicions, Mr. Beck Wu Yun. The explanation session will now officially begin. 4 days later. Wu Yun, in pristine white clothes, heard a call. Soyol ran over. You must have been under a lot of pressure during this time. Stressed, right? I am sorry for making things turn out like this. He shook his head. It is fine, I did not mind much. But, Soyol, you did not suspect me. She answered awkwardly. Ah, yes. That day, I saw it with my own eyes, so the evidence everyone brings up is baseless. Plus, the look in your eyes back then was like a crazed murderer, so I did not dare think that. She smiled sheepishly. Just intuition. Wu Yun looked blank. So intuition says that. Soyol opened her palm. If you are ready, let us begin. Wu Yun replied. Yes. Soyol smiled radiantly. Hello, everyone, have you been waiting long? Comments continuously appeared, finally starting, explain. Waited until I am worn out. Is this a channel selling hacking software now? Hacker get out. If it is really a hack, why even bother explaining? I am maintaining a neutral stance and will wait for the final results. Soyol was excited. We just started and already have 10,000 viewers, it is extremely hot indeed. So many people are interested in this debate. That is why I have invited Mr. Wu Yun himself back here. He spoke in a deep voice. Hello, I am Baek Wu Yun. Comments appeared, this crazy hacker. Look how thick-skinned he is. Hacking to play games for fame, what is fun about that? What is the reaction in the chat? What if it is not a hack? You guys who still believe he is hacking need to be careful not to get brainwashed. Should maintain a neutral attitude before official results. So, is it a hack or not? Soyol got angry. Everyone, please be polite in the comments. If it gets too much, I will disable the chat function. Before we proceed with verification, Mr. Wu Yun, what are your thoughts on this controversy? He hesitated. I just feel it is meaningless. Such a trivial matter becoming a huge debate topic like this. Comments appeared. A trivial matter that shook the entire Reverse Planet community, and he dares call it trivial, typical of a top arena player. Even hacks and still boastful. Soyol looked at the screen. Admittedly, calling it trivial seems a bit over the top. Comments were curious. So how are we going to explain in the end? She replied. That is a good question. Today, we have invited a special guest to conduct the verification directly. A person unexpectedly appeared before them. He is here. GM spoke up. Hello, I am Baek GM, team leader number 1 of Planet Earth Korea. Comments appeared, who is that? Wow, they even invited an operator. Might not be a hack after all. What is this? Is it a real person, not an impersonator? He has a GM moderator title above his head. Only operators permitted at headquarters have that. This is insane. Probably not a hack then. What about those who said it was a hack? What now? Wu Yun thought to himself, a head operator. There is a high probability they know everything clearly. After the verification, I must get to the bottom of this. Soyol bowed. Thank you for coming. I am streamer Kong Soyol. He also bowed and said. I am Baek Wu Yun. GM was polite. Very pleased to meet you. So this is Baek Wu Yun, nothing special looking on the outside. Then I will guide you both to the location to proceed with the verification. Suddenly, the three of them were moved to a different location. Soyol was puzzled. This is. GM explained. This is a personal training room. A place where you can practice using special abilities or train combat skills. As announced, we will monitor various rounds of combat, then proceed to confirm if there is any intervention from external programs. Wu Yun pondered, this space never appeared in the other world I know. GM asked again, do you agree to this process? Wu Yun nodded. Yes, I completely agree. With that, GM looked to the side. A foot clad in pure white armor slowly stepped out. It was an Edenal stepping out, looking incredibly menacing. Comments appeared, is that the intermediate version of the Edenal robot, no assistance, and only the first core element chosen. Is it enough to defeat an intermediate training robot? I do not know much about Reverse Planet. Is that type of robot very strong? It is significantly stronger than the first version that appears in the tutorial. Wu Yun's pupils were pitch black. We will start with the intermediate training robot. Suddenly, a sinister aura appeared around his body. Wu Yun, I am starting to get scared. Take revenge for us. Wu Yun. GM continued. In short, it is like this. From now on. Eliminate. The ground seemed to shake abruptly. Wu Yun, who was standing beside him, had now disappeared rapidly. GM grimaced, using his hand to shield himself from the flying debris. Rocks and soil flew everywhere, pelting GM. He was over here trying to use a tablet to block it. Comments appeared, is he now using his bare hands to smash the intermediate Edenal? That robot would not even flinch if hit with a hammer. Am I the only one feeling scared? Wu Yun was now pulling the wiring inside the Edenal's head. This is insane. On the screen, it appeared, no intervention from any external programs detected. This absolutely cannot be cheating, hacking behavior. Wu Yun stepped down slowly from the back of the Eternal. He said calmly to Jiam, "It is done." Jiam was flustered. "Ah, yes, we did not detect any cheating programs in this battle. But the verification window was a bit too short. Could you fight in a manner we specify?" Wu Yun nodded. "Sure. This must be to verify if I am using cheating software. Cheating software controls characters through programs, so they can't fight exactly as a player intends by predetermining a victory method and then fighting in that exact way. You can prove it is not a hack." GM continued, "Thank you. This time, please decapitate 3 intermediate training robots using the chain sickle." Wu Yun nodded. "Understood." GM's expression turned awkward. "What in the world? This should be extremely inconvenient." 3 Eternals appeared simultaneously, stepping forward. They charged towards Wu Yun. I did not think I would be collecting heads. The battle happened incredibly fast in the blink of an eye. Wu Yun was in a landing posture, the chain in his hand. He launched himself up, leaving his current position. The long chain was expertly manipulated by Wu Yun, slashing into the Eternals. His pupils turned pitch black in an instant, radiating terrifying coldness. In mere moments, Wu Yun easily took down the 3 Eternals. Soyol was thrilled. "I knew it, I have never seen anything like that before. Did you see how the chain sickle moved as if it were a living creature?" Comments appeared, "What did I just watch? The chain is completely damaged now." Maybe the thing that is damaged is not the weapon, but the people. Exactly. Chain sickles are usually used to attack nearby opponents. GM's face looked somewhat troubled. "We have collected enough data for verification. But as an administrator of this game, pure curiosity is rising. Could he defeat an advanced training robot with just 1 core element? Maybe I am being mean, but..." One final test. A door suddenly opened, and an advanced Eternal stepped out. Its eyes glowed a fearsome, intense red. Before them was the Eternal, stepping out with a majestic aura. Comments appeared. "Huh, he is really bringing that out, that is too much. Cold-blooded admin. If he wins, he might become known as a nationally certified superhuman." The Eternal stared. "We will proceed with verification using the advanced training robot. The latest version." Wu Yun's pitch-black pupils suddenly hesitated slightly. He could clearly see that the Eternal before him had slaughtered countless humans. Suddenly, its face darkened into a sinister smile. Wu Yun gritted his teeth in anger, his gaze incredibly sharp. The Eternal suddenly attacked with rapid speed. Its arm shot through, causing blood to trickle from Wu Yun's cheek. The Eternal clenched its fist, preparing to strike. It continuously charged, using its fists to attack Wu Yun. Every one of its punches hit only air. Wu Yun planted his feet firmly. As expected, this one's level is completely different from the intermediate ones. Getting hit even once would take me down. Moreover, as that thought ended, Wu Yun retaliated with a punch to the Eternal's abdomen. His hand trembled. Its shell's hardness is on another level. My attacks are just tickling it. The Eternal was almost unaffected and coldly launched a counterattack. Wu Yun ducked. "If that is the case, then I will attack continuously until its parts are damaged." GM and Soyol stood to the side, watching dumbfounded. Comments appeared. "I have to say, this is insane. How is this possible? Now I am scared just watching. 1 hit would be enough to send him to his grave, but he is not getting hit at all." GM thought to himself, "I did not expect him to actually engage the advanced robot head-on with just 1 core element. He even seemed at a disadvantage at first, but after a while, it is like he has gained the upper hand." GM's fingers moved on the screen. Watching more won't be useful. Suddenly, the Eternal standing before Wu Yun disappeared. GM announced loudly, "We have collected sufficient data for this verification, so I have removed the training robot." Wu Yun nodded. "I understand." Soyol, smiling, asked, "So, what is the verification result?" GM explained, "We confirm that no external programs were interfering. In other words, he was not using hacks." Comments appeared, "So it was not a hack." Why, even the admin confirmed it. Those who accused him from the start, hot take. The posts accusing him of hacking have been deleted. Soyeol was excited. See, I told you he was not using hacks. And you all still doubted him. Comments appeared. No one doubts it now. How are you going to refute the admin's statement with your hypothetical theories? Even the trolls are really backing off now. Why does he look more excited than before? I have seen people called hack talented before, but he is a true monster of hack talent. Soyeol smiled. Hack talent, I like that term. Everyone remember this well. Woo Yun was not using hacks. He is just so talented it made people think he was hacking. Since the verification is over, could you two share some thoughts? Woo Yun was awkward. Thank you. You worked hard. GM smiled sheepishly. It was fun. The viewer count was immense. That is today's stream. See you all next time. Comments appeared. He is thinking of making content out of this. Seriously, I just got here. I thought this stream was just to clear his name. But today's stream was legendary. Bye. Soyeol spoke up. Thank you for agreeing to appear on today's broadcast. GM bowed. No, I should thank you for accepting my verification request. Especially you, Woo Yun. Woo Yun shook his head. It was nothing. GM's expression looked odd. He says it is nothing. Strange. Well then, I will be going. Suddenly, Woo Yun interrupted. Wait. He looked straight at him. There is something I want to ask. GM was surprised. What do you want to ask? His face still could not help but show curiosity. Are there any bugs in the game, for example, situations where players can't escape due to a bug? GM explained, I have never heard of anything like that. If such a bug appeared, Reverse Planet would not be a global game. Woo Yun pondered. I guess so. I understand. GM disappeared quickly. Then I will really be off. The surroundings became quiet again. Finally finished. Woo Yun, you did great today. Ah, right. I will calculate the stream revenue and contact you next time, okay. He replied, I do not need the appearance fee. But alright, let me know when you need to. Soyeol looked blank. Letting him go just like that is such a waste. A walking view generating, content creating machine is right in front of me. Woo Yun asked softly, what do you want to say? Soyeol thought to herself, no, I can't ask him to stream again myself. I only got him to appear today to clear his name. I guess I have to give up. Then I will contact you later, okay. I got less than I imagined. So disappointing. A message appeared from Na Yun, the stream's over, right, come to the combat prep room right away. Na Yun was excited. The broadcast was super okay, right, the online community's reaction exploded. Like fireworks. Woo Yun replied, I do not think I am suited for that style. Following the chat, playing games while talking is not my style. She hesitated. Is that so? Well then, imagine this. If you did not have to pay attention to the chat and just played. Would that be okay? I will prepare everything for you. Just try it once and decide, okay. He thought to himself, no. It is just that I do not want to be on camera. Na Yun pressed a button. A PvP orb appeared above her head anyway. Let us go do some PvP matches. PvP, player versus player. Battles between players formed one of the two main content pillars of Reverse Planet, alongside PvE player versus environment. Woo Yun was puzzled. PvP, so that is why you called me to the prep room. Na Yun nodded. Of course, you were not planning to leave without trying Reverse Planet's PvP, were you? I would be hurt. He hesitated. No, I thought it was not for me, so I did not intend to. Returning to the other world does not seem very suitable right now. She stared. PvP is the heart of Reverse Planet. Do not judge it just based on the tutorial. Woo Yun thought to himself, that is right. The PvE story mode is almost identical to the other world. I have never tried PvP. There must be something different there. He spoke calmly. Alright, I will give it a try. Soyeol smiled. Great, let me explain. The first PvP game mode is duel. Basically, one person matches with another. There are two formats, solo 1v1 and tag team 2v2. Best 2 out of 3 rounds wins. Next is Objective, which has 4 modes: Domination, Escort, Capture the Flag, and Elimination. You choose one of those 4 modes and fight 5v5 in a fixed team composition. And what we are doing today is Survival. 100 players are scattered across areas, collect equipment by farming monsters, and are ready to fight. The last surviving player or team wins the Battle Royale. Since it is your first time, let us just play Duo Team Survival in PvP. You will need an optimal gear set. I will suggest one. Wu Yun shook his head. No need. I know which gear set is good. The gear set that made me superhuman in the other world. I will be recording while you prepare to log in. Na Yun focused. Good, I am preparing right now. The starting point had to be the military base. That was the rule. The military base, one of the battlefields in PvP survival mode, a place with many high-tier equipment, often occupied by large numbers of high-level players, making it unsuitable for newcomers. Ah, do you mind if I record this PvP session of yours? I want to edit it for YouTube. Say yes, please tilde. Wu Yun looked blank. Step back. Alright, calm down. Why is she so excited? Na Yun's finger pressed the start button. Okay, I am logging in right now. The system announced, select starting point. Zone 1, military base. Time before match start, 60 seconds. Na Yun put a hand to her forehead. Let us stay alive and meet again, teammate. Wu Yun was currently standing behind a man. The man gritted his teeth. Someone on the 3rd floor. There is nothing here. Wu Yun's arm quietly reached out from behind. I need to move to another location. Na Yun's phone on this side started ringing. A message appeared. Baek Wu Yun eliminated Lucky Day. She was surprised. Already got a kill right at the start. Hack talent is really on another level. Messages continuously appeared. Baek Wu Yun eliminated High Rice Bowl. Baek Wu Yun eliminated Lee Seo Jun. Baek Wu Yun eliminated Chicken Love. Baek Wu Yun eliminated Kim Ho Un. Baek Wu Yun eliminated W Heidi. Baek Wu Yun eliminated Best Jeonju. Soyeol was astonished. Huh. She was scared. What the hell is Wu Yun doing? The man was being slashed by an electric current, in immense pain. Wu Yun thought to himself, it seems I can't sense other players right now. Is this guy the only survivor around here? I did not think I would run into 4 people at once like this. Since I have finished farming, I should probably head out. A voice message from Na Yun appeared. Baek Wu Yun, help me, it is too crowded here, I am surrounded. He was surprised. Young Na Yun. Wu Yun's fingers moved on the screen. The area was quite far opposite. His location marker appeared. I am on my way. Which part of the building are you in? Na Yun replied, the 3rd floor roof, but there is a fierce fight going on downstairs. Seems like there is a fight every week. Be careful, Wu Yun is starting to run. Okay, you are starting to charge. In front of you are 2 men. Huh, what? The bespectacled man panicked. What is that message? How is he so fast? The man beside him was frightened. Hey, get ready. Let me hold him off. Wu Yun's hand swiftly drew the knife from his side. He charged, easily taking down one guy with quick speed. The bespectacled man was horrified as his teammate was eliminated. Wait, what the hell? The system announced, Baek Wu Yun eliminated Year of the Tiger. The bespectacled man was furious. A physical type, speed-boosting gear set, he summoned power from underground and shouted, die. Wu Yun quickly soared into the air, his pupils pitch black. The man angrily looked up, astonished. You idiot. Wu Yun did not hesitate, landing with the bloodied knife. The system announced, Baek Wu Yun eliminated Tiny Tyrannosaurus. On the back of the man lying on the ground, a blue light appeared. The system announced, Baek Wu Yun eliminated Chezai. Baek Wu Yun eliminated Buy Me Chicken. Wu Yun stood before a door. I am in front of the building now. Na Yun replied, really, I am coming to help. His palm grasped the doorknob. No need. Just wait there. Wu Yun hesitated slightly, looking at the doorknob for a moment. A sinister aura surrounded him. Could it be the 5th one? Wu Yun opened the door, along with the man hiding behind it. The man smiled sinisterly, secretly holding a knife behind his back. Die. Wu Yun's hand quickly seized his wrist. The man's eyes widened as he looked at his own wrist. Wu Yun used his fist to punch the man's abdomen. A notification appeared. Baek Wu Yun eliminated slime monster. He thought to himself, that is fine. Maybe I should be a bit faster. In a flash, Wu Yun moved quickly up the stairs. Notifications appeared. Baek Wu Yun eliminated Haza. Baek Wu Yun eliminated Be Good to Parents. Baek Wu Yun eliminated Shrimp Snacks. Baek Wu Yun eliminated Dental Care. Na Yun, on this side, looked at the system board. What? Again, Baek Wu Yun was completely overwhelming the others. Suddenly, her sharp gaze hesitated as she looked behind her. Na Yun swung her sword vigorously. When did he? Wu Yun dodged, astonished. Oh my god, you scared me. I did not know you were standing right beside me. At this rate, you will probably get 14 kills by yourself. Wu Yun frowned. Did I even need to come here? Na Yun smiled. Did you clear out all the enemies in this building? He was curious. What is that weapon? Na Yun was embarrassed, grabbing something random nearby. Alright, I am not giving up. Let me handle the rest of the match. Wu Yun sighed. Yeah, alright. Game over. Survival Mode Duo. Result: Rank 1 per 50. Baek Wu Yun, 25 kills, 7 assists, 0 deaths. Young Na Yun, 7 kills, 15 assists, 0 deaths. Notifications continuously appeared. Na Yun was amazed. Unbelievable. We won 10 matches in a row. Let us stop for today. I can't play anymore. Wu Yun nodded. Yeah. Na Yun was determined. Clearly, he is just a normal university student, but my friend is truly a living weapon. I must get him on camera no matter what. Can you wait 2 days before starting your main quest? I will bring a detailed streaming plan. Wu Yun replied, I said I am not interested, and it is not like I am planning to do that main quest anyway. She continued, just listen to me. I will prepare everything meticulously. See you later. After Na Yun left, Wu Yun lowered his head and thought. So even PvP does not give me the evidence I need. At that moment, in a large apartment in the quiet night sky, Soyeol lay on her bed, tapping her phone happily. Reverse Planet Community Chat. Topic: Why I think Hacker Lord should go pro. 27. Topic: What I realized seriously watching today's verification stream. Year of the Hack, anyone complaining about the advanced combat robot, come here. 42. Topic: Try breaking through the defense line. 245 Funny. Topic: But Kong Soyeol is pretty cute, right? Soyeol excitedly rolled over. Amazing, so amazing, 100,000 viewers. Will I ever see that number again in my streaming career? If only I could continue streaming with Wu Yun. I should have held on a little tighter. Wu Yun politely declined, sorry, but I have no interest in appearing on camera. Soyeol thought, I was not decisive enough. No, it is because you were too rigid from the start. At least let me handle the appearance fee for you. I wonder how much it is. Her eyes widened in surprise. Huh, what is this? The next day, at a cafe, Wu Yun spoke up, suddenly calling me out. What is this about? He was surprised, looking at the thing on the computer screen. What is this? Na Yun laughed loudly. What do you think? I stayed up all night making this presentation to persuade you today. Wu Yun looked blank. This is the quality of the thing you lost sleep over. Na Yun continued, you said it is okay as long as you are not affected by the chat while playing. Right, if you do not have to pay attention to the chat and just play, that is fine with you, right? Wu Yun replied, I did not say it was fine. She went on, and, what do you think about the observation show format? He was puzzled. Observation show. Observation show, a reality program. A type of show where various guests in a studio observe recordings of others. You play the game, and I will be the one interacting and reacting. If the two of us are not enough, we can invite a professional commentator. I will split the profits 60-40 for you. Sounds like a great deal, does not it? Wu Yun looked blank. I said I am not interested. Na Yun continued, wait, I guess you do not know how much revenue streams make. No, actually, did not you go settle things with Soyeol today? Woo Yun held his phone. Ah, right. I just received an email this morning. I rushed out to meet you, so I did not check. His finger tapped the screen. Woo Yun settlement statement. Hello, Woo Yun. He hesitated. This screen showed the sender, Kong Soyeol. Hello, Woo Yun. This is streamer Kong Soyeol, as promised. I am sending you the commission from the other day, 6 million won. Please reply with your bank account information. P.S. There was a rather funny donation message. I will send it to you too. Na Yun was astonished. 6 million won. And you do not want to go on stream. Woo Yun was thinking about the message. Suddenly, his gaze froze. This was the screen that appeared. Anonymous viewer 62. Hello, Woo Yun. Nice to meet you again. How does it feel to be back? There is a new special mission prepared just for you. I will be watching your streams from now on. Woo Yun thought. They know I am from the other world. And that username is clearly targeting me. Test subject no. 62. He slammed the table and stood up. Who is it? You know I have returned. Can you find out the donor's information? Na Yun was dumbfounded. Why are you suddenly asking that? It is impossible. The terms do not allow it. You can't even message them directly. You can only interact with them through the livestream. Woo Yun focused intently. I will do it. She was surprised. Huh. Woo Yun said coldly, I will do the livestream. Na Yun laughed loudly. Really, you can't take it back. Everything in the cafe became quiet. But a notification board appeared. Notification 204,120 Hot News Hacker Lord to appear on exclusive broadcast. On August 2, 2041, at 7:00 p.m., the livestream, Game Hack Secrets will premiere. Guests, Hacker Lord, Cha Seong Chul, Young Na Yun. A golden Friday evening. A time to enjoy relaxation. Each person with their own expectations. Those who proudly call themselves self-proclaimed gamers. All gathered before their computers with one heart and one mind. Waiting for Hacker Lord's broadcast. 5 minutes before the game begins, in the Reverse Planet broadcast studio. Na Yun was starting to get nervous. It is almost time to start. I feel so jittery. Cha Seong Chul was excited. Do not worry too much. We have prepared thoroughly, so there won't be any problems. Cha Seong, a professional commentator for Reverse Planet. Even though I was extremely excited when I first received the invitation to commentate, I never thought anyone besides Soyeol could get Hacker Lord to appear. Na Yun smiled. The moment I said I was Woo Yun's friend, he agreed to appear immediately. Suddenly, the live broadcast screen lit up. It is time to go live. Cha Seong Chul spoke firmly. Yes. Na Yun began speaking. Hello, everyone. I am Young Na Yun. Cha Seong also sat up straight. It is an honor to be here. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Cha Seong Chul. Comments appeared, it is on, finally, what is this? Where's Hacker Lord? Bring him out, bring him out, bring him out. Na Yun was excited. It seems many of you are confused because Hacker Lord is not here from the start. But let me tell you, it is too early to be disappointed. Woo Yun appeared on the screen. Hacker Lord is in the game. Comments appeared, it is Hacker Lord. Anyone who said it was a scam, get out now. His appearance. Wow, the way he is spinning that knife looks so cool. I am really anxious right now. Privacy protection mode. As you can see, the Hacker Lord Tour content will be conducted in the format of a reality observation show. We will give our impressions and commentary while watching Hacker Lord play. You must be very curious about how Hacker Lord plays Reverse Planet. Na Yun said with a smile, shall we begin then? A message appeared on screen. Message from Na Yun, go ahead. Woo Yun's finger decisively pressed the walkie-talkie button. Starting now. The voice on the other end spoke up. A message from the Otherworld Management Bureau. Rescue the survivors so they can safely escape the forest and join us. The system announced the main quest. Join the Otherworld Management Bureau, get past the guards pursuing escaped test subjects and join the Otherworld Management Bureau located outside the forest. Wu Yun thought, just like last time in that world, I was busy escaping. He suddenly paused that train of thought. This time, Wu Yun tensed up, took a deep breath, and shouted loudly. Two players in the distance were attracted by the shout. They turned, adopting ready stances. Both of them charged together. He is here, surround him from three sides. Wu Yun quickly reached behind his back, grabbing his chain. His pupils turned pitch black and ferocious. All of you will die. The others continuously fired their guns at him. The chain was expertly manipulated. Finally, the chain closed in on the gun. A panicked scream rang out along with a large explosion in the forest. They drew their swords and charged. Charge at us, die. The chain began to whip around behind him. The links connected together tightly. Both of them were tightly bound together. The speed of the whipping chain carried immense force. Wu Yun's hand straightforwardly slammed both of them to the ground. Their heads spun, and blood gushed from their mouths. He did not hesitate long, jumping down on top of them. Wu Yun's pupils were pitch black. He is here. You insects, do not let him escape. Wu Yun closed his eyes behind the mask but was slightly winded. Na Yun's mouth hung open. This is not what I know. Cha Seong Chul chimed in. This is the first time I have seen gameplay like this in all my time commentating. Gathering enemies without any consideration for strategy. Comments appeared, the existence of a hack is a strategy in itself. When you are too lazy to search, make the enemies come to you. That is common sense, right? I am reconsidering my assumption that he only takes down enemies he runs into. I thought he was crazy when he started shouting. I was doing something else and had to switch over to watch after being startled. Lol. The system appeared, my Lovica donated 50,000 won. Is not absolute entity 2-up. What skill has no cooldown like that? Na Yun spoke. What do you think about the opinion that absolute entity is too overpowered? Cha Seong answered. I can assert that it is not too strong. Most skills have their own cooldowns. That is why Hacker Lord's build, which uses core elements with no cooldown, might look like a trick. But while absolute entity amplifies physical abilities, it does not improve combat intelligence or weapon proficiency. And Hacker Lord is playing without any adjustments, right? To put it a bit extremely, that means if Hacker Lord had sufficient physical stats, he could fight like that in real life too. Absolute entity works like this because Hacker Lord is the one using it. Wu Yun's pitch-black pupils remained focused. More people appeared, shouting loudly. Surround him. He stood amidst those who had been defeated. Kim Chul, team leader from the Otherworld Management Bureau. We are from the Otherworld Management Bureau. Drop your weapons and surrender obediently. The Otherworld Management Bureau, a government agency specializing in subduing invasive entities that pass through space gates. They primarily trap and subdue dangerous invasive entities within the reverse world where spatial dimensions are mixed. Wu Yun raised both arms. Director Kim Chul. No, I guess he is a team leader now. Did not expect to see him here. Kim Chul was slightly startled. That outfit. You are a victim who escaped the lab. I apologize for the rudeness. Everyone, fall back. Wu Yun replied. It is fine. Kim Chul continued. But that walkie-talkie. An agent inside the lab gave it to me. He sighed. He must have died. Wu Yun thought to himself. Team leader Kim Chul is still a good person, just like in the Otherworld. Kim Chul went on. Then please stay with the Otherworld Management Bureau until your identity is verified. Wu Yun nodded. All right. The man replied, thank you for your cooperation. Let me guide you. The system announced, main quest, join the Otherworld Management Bureau, completed. You have leveled up. You have received 1 PowerPoint. Evening twilight at the Otherworld Management Bureau headquarters. Wu Yun sat in a room. Is this the Bureau's counseling room? Did not expect to end up here after all. After escaping the lab in that other world, I took requests from corporations to accumulate money for revenge. The requests included assassination and kidnapping. But the biggest part was images of Wu Yun fighting monsters with all his might, conquering the reverse world. Corporations would recklessly clear reverse worlds for loot, and when they deemed the loot worthless, they would dump the cleanup on me. Getting involved with the Otherworld Management Bureau was inevitable. Sometimes we cooperated in conquests, but there were also many times we had conflicts and pointed swords at each other. Suddenly, a voice interrupted. Hello, Baek Woo-yeon. I am Lee Yujin, an agent from Team 1 of the Otherworld Management Bureau. Comments appeared. Agent Yujin, her beauty must be in the top 3 in Reverse Planet. Woo-yeon was slightly cautious. Lee Yujin smiled pleasantly and began pulling up a chair. You have been through a lot to get here. Lee Yujin spoke up. Now you have 2 choices, Mr. Woo-yeon. First, live as a civilian under the protection of the Otherworld Management Bureau. In this case, the use of powers is strictly prohibited. Second, become an agent of the Otherworld Management Bureau. Of course, in the second case, you won't be acting as a formal agent immediately. You will receive appropriate training and will be deployed when we assess you are ready. Suddenly, Woo-yeon's face darkened. In the Otherworld, I even took down bureau agents. And now I am becoming their colleague. Lee Yujin's cheeks were slightly flushed. So, will you choose to be a civilian or an agent? His palms intertwined. I will. The viewers in the comments were quite angry. Do not stop the broadcast here. If I choose civilian, I will end up taking requests from corporations again, just like over there. I won't go down that path again, not here. I will become an agent of the Otherworld Management Bureau. Lee Yujin was enthusiastic. You are thinking right. If Mr. Woo-yeon joins, it will be a great help. Lately, corporations keep recruiting awakened individuals, so we are short on personnel. It is not because I am a bureau agent that I am saying this. Many people regret signing contracts with those corporations. Those companies are still in the early stages of training, so their experience and skills in nurturing awakened individuals are almost zero. In contrast, the Otherworld Management Bureau is an organization with a long history and rich experience in nurturing awakened individuals and eliminating reverse worlds. Of course, the compensation from corporations is better, but it comes with a lot of danger. Woo-yeon thought to himself, over there, many awakened individuals lost their lives while carrying out corporate requests. Some places even shamelessly refused to pay. In the end, I had to cut them open to get the money. Because of that, I was exposed as an unregistered awakened individual and was monitored by the Otherworld Management Bureau for a while. Now that I think about it, that is when I met Bureau Director Kim Chol. Lee Yujin continued. Then I will request the technical team to register Baek Woo-yeon as an awakened individual. And here is your duty phone. He took the phone in his hand and asked, so what do I do now? She explained. As I said, first you will be trained as a trainee. After your abilities are verified, you will be promoted, and then your team will be decided. Lee Yujin emphasized, it would be great if we were on the same team. Woo-yeon stood up and replied. Honestly, I hope so too. Over there, I owed Yujin a favor, though we clashed quite a few times later. Lee Yujin, who commanded the assault on the research institute, thanks to whom I and the others could survive. She shook hands and said, I look forward to working with you. Junior. Woo-yeon responded. I look forward to your guidance, Senior. Na-yeon was surprised. Wait a minute, everyone. Is not this strange? NPCs do not usually talk like this, do they? Na-yeon had asked midway, can we change routes? Lee Yujin replied, civilian or agent, which do you choose? Na-yeon was angry. Hey, she keeps talking, is this the Lee Yujin I know? Cha Seong-chul trembled. Impossible. Could this be artificial intelligence? Full reaction. Comments appeared. Reverse Planet game is truly top tier, they can do this too. What is full reaction? Cha Seong-chul explained. Full reaction AI is a type of NPC AI that can respond completely to any situation and request. Unlike regular NPCs, it can communicate freely like a real person. It is a technique that consumes a huge amount of resources. Experts believed it could not be integrated into an online game. Na-yeon continued, maybe they have fundamentally solved the resource problem. He replied. No, if that were the case, they would have advertised it everywhere. Perhaps this technology is only activated when special conditions are met. And perhaps the minimum condition is, no assistance from the start, the only difference between Hacker Lord and other users. The system reported, combat assistance ratio, 0%. Na Yun smiled awkwardly. Wu Yun, you really? I bet the announcement board is going to explode. Cha Seong Chul nodded. Yes, I will probably lose sleep waiting to see how planet Earth will announce this. For those interested in his storyline, it will be incredibly intriguing. They might even be able to invite big-name figures as guests. The multi-branch storyline will end here for today, right? Na Yun replied. Yes, please look forward to the next content. Now we will switch to PvP content. Comments appeared, do not stop here, waiting until the next session is unbearable. At that moment, in the combat preparation room, Wu Yun thought, anonymous viewer 62 still has not appeared. He recalled the computer screen at the cafe. Instead, if there is a donation or comment from the anonymous viewer 62, let me know immediately. No matter the circumstance, you must inform me. Na Yun nodded. Ah, yeah, got it. He thought to himself, not seeing contact from Na Yun. Guess I have to continue the stream. Message from Baek Wu Yun, ready. Na Yun smiled. Then next, we will proceed with PvP. Today's content was right before Wu Yun, a large dueling orb. This is Hacker Lord's first time playing the duel mode. Cha Seong Chul continued. If so, then we will start with normal matches. Let me explain for those who do not know. There are a total of 8 tiers in Reverse Planet. To enter the bronze tier, you must win 10 normal matches. According to statistics, players usually take about 2 hours, while professional players take around 30 minutes. Comments appeared, turns out I am below average. This game has many veteran players, so the luck factor in matchmaking is also very important. A notification appeared, mission, rank up to bronze within 30 minutes. Reward, 500,000 won. Na Yun was excited. Oh, a message appeared from within Na Yun. Hey, this mission is awesome, the first mission has arrived. Can you win 10 matches in a row within 30 minutes? Comments appeared, ooh, confident. Think pros are easy, if it is not arrogance. Then what is it? Google his match history. Na Yun continued. This is really exciting, huh? Cha Seong Chul nodded. Yes. Will Hacker Lord succeed? Everyone, follow along to the end. The system announced, PvP matchmaking for duel mode, normal singles, successful. Area 6, Residential District. 10 seconds before round 1 begins. Cha Seong Chul suddenly leaned forward in surprise. Huh, he is carrying a weapon I have never seen before. Wu Yun was in a ready stance. They did not know that the man in black was thinking as he stepped back, it is a close combat skill. If I just get close, winning is easy. How much have I underestimated Hacker Lord? The countdown had begun. Match 1 begins. The man began summoning power, shouting loudly, Ice Bolt. A long frost trail appeared across his face. Wu Yun's body swiftly moved behind the man in black. In a brief moment, the man's body was shattered. The system announced, round 1 ends. Winner, Baek Wu Yun. Loser, hidden current record, Baek Wu Yun 1. Next match. The man said loudly, another bug, surrender, surrender. The system announced, hidden surrendered. Match ends. Winner, Baek Wu Yun. Loser, hidden. First match of the streak. Wu Yun continuously used his sword to parry and counter. The man's face was terrified as he shouted, my shadow, before he could finish his sentence. He was easily taken down. The system announced, current record, Baek Wu Yun 2, hidden 0. Winner, Baek Wu Yun. Loser, hidden. Wu Yun entered his third match. A large man also appeared with a long scar on his face. Die. System announcement, current record, Baek Wu Yun 3, Straw Chewing Pig 0. Winner, Baek Wu Yun. Loser, Straw Chewing Pig. The man in the fourth match was not easy either. The system continuously appeared. 11 minutes ago, victory. PvP Duel Normal Match 2-0. 8 minutes ago, victory. PvP Duel Normal Match 1-0. 6 minutes ago, Duel 2-0. 63 minutes ago, Duel 2-0. Na Yun and Cha Seong Chul were astonished. The time it took for Baek Wu Yun to win 10 matches in a row was only 20 minutes. On this side, his body was still intact, without a scratch. The system announced, Baek Woo-yun has been promoted to bronze tier. Na-yun looked blank. Whoa, that is terrifying. How do I put it? Feels like I have been left behind. Cha Seong-chul smiled awkwardly. Winning 10 matches in a row in 20 minutes. Comments appeared, what the hell is this? Is this insane? Feels like a record-breaking wall. The top players are always summarized in one word, GOAT. Cha Seong-chul continued. The time is absurd, but what is more surprising is the match record. Usually, when encountering countering skills or bad luck, performance fluctuates wildly. The interviewee brushed it off. I have a hard time dealing with flame dance. He went on. But with Hacker Lord, no matter what skill the opponent has, he maintains perfect performance, completely unwavering throughout the match. Truly, the more he fights, the fiercer he gets. A notification appeared. Pinecone donated 500,000 won. Wait, how is this possible? Na-yun was excited. Thank you, Pinecone, it is really something to look forward to. I wonder how he will perform in the next ranked game. Cha Seong-chul smiled. Me too, but I am also a little worried. She asked curiously. Why? He continued. Well, we are broadcasting live. It is easy to get targeted, is not it, though the success rate is not high. Hope it is just unnecessary worry. Comments appeared. If we are betting. The system announced, PvP matchmaking for duel mode, normal singles, successful. Area 11, Graveyard. A man appeared. Oh, finally met this thick-faced guy X. Bros, watch closely. Watch me teach this hacker a lesson. Comments appeared, already getting targeted just after ranking up. What to do? It is super high-level player Hacker X. Haha. See that, guys? This is the average level of those cockroaches. The publisher said it was not a hack, but he is too persistent. Woo Yun's face darkened as he prepared to draw his sword. Cha Seong said, Hacker Lord does not react to the provocation at all. Na-yun replied, I told him if he meets people like this, just ignore them. Her cheeks were slightly flushed. And also. Cha Seong cut in. It is starting. The system announced. Round 1 begins. Leo's body writhed in immense pain as he screamed. He suddenly soared into the air with a brilliant light. Leo's face was excited as he shouted, die. Comments appeared, did not land a single hit. Talking about teaching but got taught instead. All talk, no action. Woo Yun tilted his body. He seemed confident, so I was cautious. His arm quickly swung the sword past Leo. A waste of time. The system announced, round 1 ends. Winner, Woo Yun. Loser, Anonymous. Current record, Woo Yun 1, Anonymous 0. Leo's face was in pain as he slowly whispered, monster. The system announced, the next round will begin immediately. Round 2 begins in 10 seconds. Leo gritted his teeth. If this continues, I will lose again. I need to use it. The system announced, round 2 begins. An electric current appeared all over his body again. Before Woo Yun was a powerful electric surge. Something's different. The electric current all over his body suddenly struck a rock. Woo Yun thought to himself, sharper and stronger than before. More efficient movement, like a different person. Leo excitedly shouted, see that, hacker, he continuously attacks. In the first round, I was just going easy on you. Woo Yun crossed his arms, covering his face. So that is what a hacker is. Na-yun spoke up, I remember now. But if you meet a provocateur. A hacker. She smiled. Crush him. That is what I said. Woo Yun's pupils instantly turned pitch black. Suddenly, an immense power radiated from his entire body. What is this? The atmosphere suddenly changed. No, there is no need to fear. Everyone can see I have the overwhelming advantage. Leo began charging. Do not act so cool. Woo Yun's foot swiftly leapt, leaving his position. He gently slid the sword past Leo's body. Leo's eyes widened, frozen, unable to resist. Enraged, Leo spun around to attack from behind. Once again, the sword glided past Leo's arm. Leo swung a fist with the power in his palm. Without hesitation, Woo Yun swung the sword back upwards. Leo could only look down, gritting his teeth as tears streamed down his face. The screen was still lit, showing the ongoing match. Na-yun smiled awkwardly. Everyone, you must be. Not. Cha Seong-chul was also utterly astonished, replying flusteredly, yes. Na-yun said, it seems he is intentionally avoiding finishing blows, right? Cha Seong-chul continued, I think you are right. Hacker Lord is really following Miss Na-yun's advice to the letter. She smiled sheepishly. Well, of course I told him to thoroughly crush him, but… Comments appeared, a monster created by Yung Na-yun, the terrifying woman. Anyway, it is all because Na-yun gave him that advice. I am scared of the advice she will give next. Haha. Leo slumped down. What the hell are you? Wu Yun said coldly, I will return those words to you. With that, his sword finally swung down, ending round 2. The system announced, final score, Baek Wu Yun 2-0 anonymous. Winner, Baek Wu Yun. Loser, anonymous. Afterwards, Baek Wu Yun continued his unstoppable winning streak, immediately surpassing 30 consecutive victories. Na-yun spoke up, he has already reached gold rank. Cha Seong-chul added, I never thought he would set a 30-win streak record in his first broadcast. Comments appeared, I was literally holding my breath watching that. This is what is called smurfing. What did you eat to get this strong? Can you please share your build with us, please? Na-yun thought to herself, revealing builds. Most people hesitate to do that, but should I ask him? A message appeared, Wu Yun, by the way, can you reveal your build? If you do not want to, you can decline. He replied, sure. Why not? Na-yun continued, everyone, Hacker Lord says he will reveal his build. I will compile it and post it on the community board after the broadcast. Cha Seong-chul was amazed. Really? Comments appeared, he is really revealing his build. I was just asking hoping for a miracle. But he actually did it. Is not revealing your build a sensitive issue? That means he is that confident. Na-yun bowed. Then we will see you all in the next broadcast. Cha Seong-chul also bowed. Thank you for watching for so long. He was excited. But seriously, it is truly insane. Na-yun laughed. Yes, someone completely adapted, 30 consecutive wins, and even revealed his build. The community boards are going to explode. At this rate, he might set a new record. What is the current record for the longest win streak? Cha Seong-chul answered, currently, the record for the longest win streak in duel mode is held by the player, Battler, with 76 wins. That record was set when he was grinding his alternate account. Na-yun was excited. Anyway, it would be amazing if Wu Yun sets a new record. No, if it is Wu Yun, he definitely will. Additionally, Cha Seong-chul added, if it is Battler, who is famous for his competitiveness, he has probably already set his sights on Hacker Lord by now. A slow finger was clicking a mouse. On the screen was the Reverse Planet community. Arrow icons continuously scrolled up. The finger was still moving the mouse very slowly on the screen. Report result notification, the reported player has been penalized. Use of unauthorized illegal programs detected. A permanent ban has been issued in accordance with the terms of service. Battler rested his chin on his hand and suddenly sighed, a bit weary. On the screen were the words, seriously, even Battler could not break this record. He read the line, even Battler could not break it. He smiled, amused. A morning, a few days later. The second broadcast. Wu Yun pondered. Anonymous viewer 62, finally. He did not appear in the last broadcast. Does that mean I am still missing something? Suddenly, a pleasant voice interrupted the atmosphere. Junior Tilda. Lee Yujin cheerfully waved at him. On this side, her appearance was as beautiful as usual, with a radiant smile. Comments appeared, Agent Yujin, full adaptive eye are real, and Reverse Planet is a failure. Appearance worthy of top 3 famous NPCs in Reverse Planet. She is really too beautiful. She said, this is your first field mission. Are not you nervous? He replied, field missions are a bit faster than I imagined, but I am fine. A new mission window had appeared as soon as I logged into the game. The system reported, your first field mission has been assigned. Please change into combat attire and report to the designated location. Lee Yujin, a trainee agent already receiving field missions. It is good I can skip the training part because this is a game. So, what is this field mission? Lee Yujin explained, we need to completely eliminate the invasive entities inside the reverse world and seal its space. We have received reports that they might become aggressive. It is yet another location abandoned by the corporations. We initially left them be because sometimes they are useful for elimination. But unexpectedly, they just stirred things up and discarded them when they could not profit anymore. Wu Yun thought to himself, as expected, what the corporations do here and there is the same. Anyway, invasive entities are small-sized insects. Actually, invasive insects rated danger level FE, low. He pondered, they are weak, but there are many of them, so they are very troublesome to deal with. A soldier wearing a mask put a hand to his forehead. Lieutenant Bak Ji Hyun. Are you awakened individuals from the Otherworld Management Bureau? Lee Yujin showed her id. Yes. Thank you for your hard work. He replied, confirmed. You may proceed inside. The door was slightly opened from inside. It is really scary. I have never seen a gate appear in an abandoned factory. Wu Yun looked up. No wonder it looks familiar. I have seen this in the Otherworld too, but back then, it was definitely medium-sized, not small. He hesitated. Something's off. Lee Yujin spoke up. Shall we go in? Suddenly, a loud voice cut through. Well, look who is here. Choi Hung Chul, an awakened individual affiliated with the Geomsin Electronics Group. What brings our senior Lee Yujin to such a small-scale gate? Lee Yujin asked, puzzled. Choi Hung Chul, why are you here? The man walked over and replied, I am surprised too. You know, I did not expect my mission location to overlap with seniors. She continued, you abandoned and discarded it. And now you say it is a mission, Do not tell me you are plotting something. Choi Hung Chul answered, plotting, that hurts my feelings. By the way, who is this, a new junior who joined, instead of suffering pointlessly at the bureau, why not try joining a corporation? Lee Yujin interrupted, Choi Hung Chul. Her gaze was sharp. Do not cross the line again. The man smiled and stepped back. All right, I know. Since I am yielding this reverse world to you. Take good care of it, senior. Choi Hung Chul laughed loudly and left. Good luck. Wu Yun asked curiously, who was that? Lee Yujin held her face. He was the first trainee agent I was in charge of. My blood sugar is dropping. After he was recruited by a corporation and left, he started spreading malicious rumors about the bureau. Cha Seong Chul spoke up. Is not this the first time the relationship between Lee Yujin and Choi Hung Chul has been revealed in such detail? Na Yun added, this is my first time seeing this too. Usually, they just vaguely mention that something bad happened between them. He said, it seems a broader story is being provided thanks to the influence of the full adaptive eye. Comments appeared. It would be a huge hidden story if it is revealed. Maybe planet Earth has been hiding something. Lee Yujin stepped forward. Let us put these sad conversations aside and head inside now, shall we? Wu Yun replied, all right. Outside the door was glowing. It seems they have already entered. So let us start the plan. 20 minutes later, inside the reverse world. Wu Yun's pitch-black pupils were coldly wiping blood from his face. Before him was Lee Yujin, defeated, leaning against a tree trunk. A red-wrapped candy lay on the ground along with a pool of blood. Just a few minutes earlier, Wu Yun and Lee Yujin had just stepped through the gate. She stepped forward, warning about the gate. This is the passage to the reverse world. Once you pass through the translocation gate on the other side, you will enter the reverse world. Wu Yun nodded and stepped through without hesitation. Understood. It is the same as the other world. Suddenly, an intense tremor prevented them from stepping through the gate. Based on experience, Wu Yun quickly realized an anomaly. Lee Yujin was sucked into the gate. She only had time to leave a word, Junior. The light from it gradually engulfed her body. Be careful. After passing through the gate, it is a dense, bone-filled forest. Wu Yun looked around, assessing the situation. This is a forest. I have been separated from Lee Yujin already. Paths collapsing due to external tremors is common. First, he lightly spun the knife in his hand, preparing to eliminate the spider horde. His gaze was cold and determined. I should deal with these first and then go find Li Yujin. Elsewhere, someone endured a lightning surge in their palm. Li Yujin unleashed a dispersing surge of power. Not a single spider escaped the lightning web. They almost instantly disintegrated. Seeing the spiders were too tenacious, she could only sigh helplessly. They keep coming, no matter how many I kill. Also, the scale of this forest. No matter how you look at it, this place seems closer to a medium-scale reverse world than a small one. Li Yujin sighed in frustration. As expected, there is something fishy. While she was off guard, Choi Hung Chul ambushed her from behind. I hope the junior is still okay. Very quickly, Li Yujin realized. Even though she dodged in time, she still got hit. What? Li Yujin retreated, keeping her distance. The man chuckled. Li Yujin could not believe he would do this. Choi Hung Chul, why? The man smirked sarcastically. Should I say we are carrying out a secret mission? I am just following orders. So do not hold a grudge, okay? She was in so much pain she could barely stand. This is nonsense. The wound is too deep. I need to get out of here immediately. Thinking this, Li Yujin fired lightning to create a distraction. Sharp stones rose up, blocking their path stone shield. Immediately after, they exploded into pieces, scattering everywhere. Seizing the opportunity, Li Yujin quickly ran away. Choi Hung Chul cursed angrily. You idiot, chase after her. Even though she tried, she was still too slow. To increase her chances of escape, Li Yujin clasped her hands, using electricity. She spread her arms, creating a lightning spear. Immediately after, Li Yujin gripped the spear, preparing to fight. She used all her strength, somersaulting and firing lightning backward. The lightning bolt caused the ground beneath their feet to explode. At the critical moment, she found an escape route. You bastard, why did not you block her? Damn it, because of you, we lost her. Choi Hung Chul issued rapid-fire orders. Hurry, search ahead. After they left, Li Yujin emerged. She sighed in relief. If it were not for that hidden cave, I would have been in big trouble. Anyway, a secret mission. What is this corporation plotting? At the same time, at Wu Yun's location, he was making the fans excited. That is it, why were they finished off with just one hit? It seems he has already killed dozens of them. He looked at the footprints on the ground, certain. I definitely sense Li Yujin's presence here. He slightly lowered his head and realized something had happened. Suddenly, a familiar sinister aura appeared nearby. Wu Yun quickly recognized it and ran to her location. Li Yujin's voice. His speed made the signal transmitter struggle to keep up. Li Yujin was tightly coiled by a giant centipede. Agent Yujin is in danger. How did she lose to mere insects? By the way, does anyone know how he knew she was here and ran to her? Without a single wasted movement, Wu Yun charged. With just a few simple slashes, he freed her from it. Wu Yun caught Li Yujin, preventing her from hitting the ground hard. He laid her down and asked, "Senior, are you okay?" Li Yujin weakly called out, "Junior." Wu Yun quickly recognized an unusual problem. A veteran like Li Yujin can't be defeated by these ordinary insects. This is a wound caused by an ability. Considering the situation, the awakened individual who could have done this. Are you guessing it is Choi Hung Chul? She nodded. Yes. It seems he was following right behind us. On this side, Na Yun felt confused. Everyone, do not you find this strange? Choi Hung Chul usually ambushes later in the story. The comments agreed, he attacks in corporation-related storylines. But has that happened yet? Is something off? Is something happening? She turned to ask Cha Seong Chul. Is it because of the full adaptive eyes influence? He thought the same. For now, that is the only speculation we can make. A hidden storyline is really interesting. Let us just keep watching for now. On this side, Li Yujin's face was flushed. I barely managed to shake him off, but I do not know when he will come back to ambush me. Moreover, if I use my ability, there is a risk my position will be exposed. So, Junior, you should escape first. Wu Yun had a different idea. First, let us bandage your wound. Hide for a bit. I will go deal with them and come back. She disagreed, immediately stopping him. No. Choi Hung-chul is a seasoned awakened individual. You can't face him alone. Woo Yun cut her off. It is okay. He nodded reassuringly. I have a plan. At the same time, by the riverside, Choi Hung-chul's group was gathering. Where the hell did she hide? The man sighed and assigned tasks. Anyway, in that condition, she can't go far. So search this entire valley. In the meantime, I will head downstream and find the target. Suddenly, something caught Choi Hung-chul's attention. He swung his flaming hands, attacking just in case. Woo Yun put on an innocent, clueless face and pleaded. Wait a minute. The man retracted his fangs and inquired. Are you Lee Eugène's junior? Before answering, Woo Yun complained. I am alive. I did not expect the path to suddenly collapse and get separated from senior Lee Eugène. Do you know what happened? The comments were taken aback. What kind of acting is this, even without seeing his face? I can tell. His acting skills are top-notch. Good night, Choi Hung-chul tilde. The man pretended to be friendly, putting a hand on Woo Yun's shoulder. You still do not know. Well, the thing is. Hung-chul smiled and lunged. You two will meet if you just take a little nap. Immediately after, a stream of blood gushed into the air. Before he could even understand what was happening, Woo Yun had turned him into a barbecue skewer. By the time he realized it, Hung-chul was trembling and screaming, cough. You bastard. The comments below were delighted. Getting hit by this is truly deserved. The precision is real. He clutched his wound and slumped down, making his teammates worried as they ran over. What is wrong? What happened? Meanwhile, Woo Yun quickly slipped away. A teammate supported Hung-chul. My God, are you okay? Meanwhile, Woo Yun successfully blended into the thicket. The other person supported him while shouting, let me bandage this. Chase after that guy. Kong Jin immediately drew his weapon and gave chase. Got it. He ventured deeper into the forest, unaware that Woo Yun was watching him from a distance on a nearby tree branch. Damn it, where did he go? As Kong Jin looked around, a shadow suddenly appeared behind him. He can't have gone far. Like a gust of wind, Woo Yun appeared right behind him. What the? Kong Jin reassured himself. Scared the soul out of me. Then Woo Yun quickly struck before the man could suspect anything. Elsewhere, the teammate was trying to stem the bleeding. Hey, stay conscious. I have stopped the bleeding. You just need to get outside for treatment and… Suddenly, something flashed in the sky and then shot straight into Hung-chul's wound, causing him to spurt blood from his mouth. The teammate looked around and shouted, you crazy bastard. Woo Yun stepped closer to them. The other person saw this and stood up, alert, asking, where's my teammate? But all he received was Woo Yun's silence. Woo Yun raised the sword in his hand as an answer. The person recognized it as his teammate's sword. Unable to contain his anger, the man launched an attack. You. He simultaneously shot sharp, knife-like stones. I will get revenge. Unscathed, Woo Yun gently sliced through all those stones with a single stroke. The man, still unwilling to concede, used another technique. Not yet, he then unleashed it, causing the ground beneath to rise. Large chunks of earth and rock were hurled towards Woo Yun. Quake. Woo Yun remained calm, looking around, then quickly chopped down a nearby tree. He used the stump as a fulcrum, propping the branches against another tree to form a shield just enough to protect Woo Yun from being buried by the earlier quake. Seeing this, the man angrily roared, you monster. While Woo Yun was hiding behind the log, a sharp rock sprouted nearby. A huge boulder was hurled towards Woo Yun. Stone horn, but he swiftly dodged it. Woo Yun's face remained expressionless as he watched the boulder fly closer and closer. A rock fragment successfully pierced Woo Yun's arm. Seeing him suddenly charge towards his position, the man continuously hurled rocks in self-defense. Do not come. Woo Yun drew a second sword. One stroke, then two strokes, cleaving those large rocks in half. Finally, in a flash, he finished off the unfortunate soul. The man could not believe it, trembling and unable to speak. A notification appeared before Woo Yun. Woo Yun sheathed his sword and let out a light sigh. Phew. Comments jumped up continuously, insane. Crazy. Watching this, I was holding my breath. I worship ambush tactics. Nayeon watched, stunned. She broke out in a cold sweat. Just one core element, 1 versus 3 hunters. Meanwhile, Cha Seong-chul beside her was lost in admiration and faith. Comments also popped up, feels like a wall. But for a hunter's first mission, is the difficulty right? My jaw literally dropped. I am not kidding. Woo Yun looked at the wound he had just suffered from the technique. Ambushed 2 guys and still got injured like this. Still worse than back in that world. He did not pay it much mind. Let us check the surroundings then. Woo Yun checked Choi Hung Chul's phone and saw the messages. The target would be delivered to the reverse planet. Attempt capture, but elimination permitted if not possible. He read the messages while checking the corpses, nothing else left. The only other message was about Lee Yujin. The investigation would be handed over to the bureau. Equipment appeared. Returning blade. First effect, slightly increases blade sharpness. Second effect, can be willed to return to hand when thrown. Effects apply only in PvE. Victorious one's bracer. First effect, increases psychic skill power. Second effect, reduces psychic skill cooldown. Can be willed to return to hand when thrown. Final item, Hermit's Pendant. First effect, can use black bitterness. Second effect, store equipment at any time. Effects apply only in PvE. Woo Yun held the blue returning blade, thinking to himself, can check the effects right away. It really is a game. Over there, we had to guess effects through trial and error. He then threw 3 swords into the spatial gate. Anyway, temporarily resolved. Need to hurry. Woo Yun thought, conquer the reverse planet before Lee Yujin's wound worsens. Lee Yujin frowned, dazed for a moment. Ah. Facing her now was a giant scorpion monster, a bot entity, the Emperor Scorpion. Lee Yujin, holding her wound, smiled bitterly. Well, this is just unlucky. Coming to this exact spot. Can I call it lucky? She thought to herself, if it had gone to the junior instead. Suddenly, it swung its pincer to attack. She gathered energy in her hand, preparing to use a technique. Somehow, I had to deal with it myself. Lee Yujin charged, intending to fight the scorpion to the death. Electricity shot from her hand. But before she could unleash her technique, its pincer suddenly fell to the ground, startling Lee Yujin. Appearing behind the smoke was someone standing on the scorpion's body. Woo Yun, looking incredibly cool with one hand holding a sword and one foot stepping down on the sword embedded in its body, asked, "Are you okay?" Lee Yujin was still dazed, her eyes sparkling as she looked up. Junior. Comments jumped up again. Agent Yujin, Agent Yujin, Agent Yujin, God, fighting a bot with that body. Already dealt with the small fry, the high-level guys, and now even the bot. He noticed the cracks appearing in the sky. The reverse planet was beginning to close. Woo Yun jumped down to her. You really took down those hunters alone. You did it. He said, let us get out of here. I will carry you. Nayeon commented, the exit path is collapsing. The ceiling has begun before escape. Yeah. On the screen was the image of Woo Yun carrying Lee Yujin on his back. Cha Seong-chul continued after her. That is right, so we have to escape before getting trapped. He instructed her, hold on tight. Lee Yujin on his back replied, okay. Beneath the crumbling sky, Woo Yun carried Lee Yujin towards the spatial gate. Consecutive notifications appeared. Complete sweep completed. Received 1 psychic point. Leveled up. Received 1 psychic point. At the Otherworld Management Bureau headquarters. Kim Chul, the bureau's team leader, asked, is it true Lee Yujin was attacked by a corporation's awakened individual? He answered, yes. It is true. He rubbed his head. Those corporations. They have finally crossed the line. So, what about them? Woo Yun replied, I dealt with them all. Kim Chul looked up. Dealt with, how could you alone? He recalled a previous memory. Ah. Kim Chul asked further, is there any usable evidence? He placed the phone on the table. Their phone. Messages show the orders, but the rest is encrypted. He told him, good. That will make the investigation easier. Leave the rest to us and get some rest. Wu Yun also stood up to reply, "I will take my leave." Seeing him walk away with a dark, dissatisfied expression, he was called back. "Wait." He reminded Wu Yun, "Just a small reminder. There will definitely be a chance next time." Kim Chul advised, "Until then, you must endure." "Understand." Wu Yun looked down and replied, "Understood." The notification board appeared. First field mission completed. Leveled up. Received 1 feature point. Please choose your second core element. Na Yun sat with Cha Seong Chul, sighing. The first field mission is over. He said, "A more spectacular scene than I imagined." "Haha," she said, then looked at her tablet and was surprised. "I guess the viewers are satisfied." A notification appeared. Anonymous viewer 62 donated 3 million won privately. "Congratulations on sweeping the first gate. Here is a special mission." Na Yun immediately sent a message to Wu Yun. Anonymous viewer 62 just donated and sent a message. He donated 3 million won. "That is amazing." Seeing this, he muttered. Finally, her message continued to be relayed. "I will send you the screenshot. Now I will assign a special mission. Please end the stream first." Wu Yun was suspicious. "A special mission, now that you mention it, he mentioned that before. So he will tell me after the stream." "Okay. Alright." A series of comments displayed from anonymous viewer 62. "Hello, Wu Yun. Nice to meet you again. How does it feel to return to reality? I have prepared something special for you." Wu Yun glanced at the notification. "Thanks for relaying it. Let us continue the stream." Na Yun quickly sent him an OK sticker. Outside, Yung Na Yun suddenly turned and whispered, "Miss Na Yun, is something wrong?" She was momentarily startled and replied, "Ah, no, sorry." Na Yun was flustered, embarrassed enough to blush, thinking, so Cha Seong Chul did not see this donation window. Wow, it is a private donation. I will look into this later. Let us focus on the stream first. Then she regained her composure and cheered loudly. Now let us continue today's stream. Let us keep this momentum and jump into PvP. It made him jump. Yes. Na Yun held her computer and narrated, in the last PvP duel, Hacker Lord achieved an insane winning streak and stirred up the rankings. Cha Seong Chul agreed. That is right. So what are we doing for today's PvP? She hesitated and said, today's PvP is a fight in 4 modes. Players choose one and fight 5 versus 5 in a BO 3 match. A series of comments immediately appeared. Fight, what is that? Are not we doing duels? I was looking forward to the duel streak. Seriously. Joking, they are not continuing because they are afraid of breaking the streak. Na Yun seemed to have anticipated this and forced a smile. As expected, some people object. But once they witness it, I bet they will change their minds. After a moment, she winked and said, let us begin now. Inside the game, the system announced, PvP Fight Mode Standard Escort Matchmaking Successful. The attacking team of 5 entered their positions, eagerly greeting each other. Hello, let us have a good match. Let us do our best. Cha Seong Chul was quite surprised by this situation. So our first match is Escort. In Escort mode, the attacking team pushes the payload to the target, and the defending team tries to stop them. Na Yun turned and posed a huge question mark. This is our first time seeing a 5 versus 5 team match. Can Hacker Lord uphold his reputation? Then the system voice rang out. Round 1 begins. The old car's wheels also started rolling on the road. 2 people stood on the vehicle to protect the payload, 1 person followed behind for security, and 2 in front led the way. Let us go, let us fight, everyone. Wu Yun paused, turning to look behind. Cha Seong Chul saw this and wondered, is he stopping? At that moment, he was using his sharp eyes to observe everything around him. Na Yun was doubtful. Is he planning to backdoor? He confirmed immediately. Yes, usually players stay near the payload. But if a player has the skill, backdooring is not a bad idea. But usually, holding off 5 people alone is not easy. As soon as he finished speaking, Wu Yun had leapt through every alleyway on the road. A commenter said, but if it is Hacker Lord, maybe. They looked at those lightning-fast paths and judged. This is not ranked, it is a normal match. They are all beginners. It will be effective. Why not think there are some noobs here? Everyone looked at Wu Yun's position on the map and could not help but marvel, an extraordinary speed. He is about to encounter the defending team. Not long after, Wu Yun had drawn his sword, hovering in the air above the defending team's heads. He swung his arm back, pulling out a dagger. Wu Yun Shun Shi threw that dagger straight down. Immediately, one person was hit by it, sent flying with blood, startling his teammates who screamed, "What the hell?" A blonde-haired guy panicked and shouted, "It is a back door." As soon as he finished speaking, another bright streak flashed past his neck. The system immediately displayed, Baek Wu Yun eliminated too easy. Baek Wu Yun eliminated no prison food. As that guy crashed to the ground, Wu Yun also landed, terrifying the remaining few. What the hell is our team doing? They looked at him slowly drawing his sword from behind his back in disgust. I will hold him off. You guys focus on the payload. Okay. Then a bunch of information popped up. Baek Wu Yun eliminated Potato Heaven, Gray Wangzhen, Swimming Elephant. His teammates read these and were also bewildered, exclaiming, "What is this?" Elimination notifications keep popping up. In an instant, the system updated. Round 1 ends with the attacking team's victory. It left the players gaping and muttering, "It is over already." The comment section was also abuzz. Look at the teammates' reactions. Would be very annoying if the match ended before I even saw the enemy. If you have a carry like that, you should be grateful. Outside, Na-yun pressed her face close to the screen in agreement. We knew he would carry the team, but it ended so quickly it is also a bit disappointing. Cha Seong-chul compared. Today he feels even faster than usual, does not he? Maybe he is in a hurry to do something. She laughed and replied, who knows, let us just keep watching. Scene transition inside the game. Wu Yun threw his punch at another player for capture. That guy instantly fell to the ground, surrounded by players who had already been defeated. Explosions continuously occurred in the conquering fortress area. A member of the other group was desperately using his techniques to stop Wu Yun, not forgetting to curse, "What is that bastard doing? Stop him." But nothing could stop the god of war. He alone dodged those attacks and leapt high up. Wu Yun quickly logged those two players out. Red and white particles continuously fell before him. Not long after, a flag dotted with bloodstains was raised for capture. And just like that, Baek Wu Yun swept the battlefield with an overpowering pentakill and quickly ended every match. The information board appeared again. Anonymous Viewer 62 donated 3 million won privately. You worked hard today. Now I will give you a special mission. Please open the new system of Reverse Planet when you play the game. Na-yun's eyes lit up like stars at the sight of money, excitedly thinking, another 3 million, send him a message. Wu Yun, again and again. Anonymous Viewer 62 donated with a message. 3 million. Should we use it to host a subscriber event, or treat the whole team to a meal, or maybe upgrade our equipment? Wu Yun replied vaguely, Just send the screenshot. After reading it, he muttered, the new system when you play. Basically, I have no choice but to keep playing PvE or PvP. He closed his eyes, lifted his head, clearly showing fatigue. Wu Yun slightly narrowed his eyes, telling himself, for now, I will just follow his wishes. A few days later, on the third day of the exploration segment, he was walking into the Bureau's combat training area. A message from Lee Yujin arrived, Junior, I am injured so I won't be able to guide you for a while. So I have found a replacement. Come to the training area. I will introduce you to them. Na-yun asked curiously, I wonder who the replacement is. Cha Seong-chul guessed, considering Hacker Lord's reputation, they will probably assign a famous agent. Others chimed in with comments, maybe Kim Chul will take over, no way, he looked very busy last time. It is Kim Hana or Jang Ho-young. At that moment, Lee Yujin, with her bandaged arm raised, called out, Junior, you are here. Wu Yun walked over and asked, are you feeling better? She teased, thanks to you. But I think someone else has to take on the guiding role now. Then someone approached, attracting Wu Yun's attention. Lee Yujin said briskly, here she is. The other foot slowly stepped on the lush green grass. A woman with short hair and a cool outfit introduced herself. Hi, I am Kim Hana. The comment section got another surprise. Oh, Kim Hana. First Lee Yujin, now Hannah. I am so jealous, man. I did not expect you to have it this good. But I still prefer Agent Yujin. I have a preference difference between Yujin and Hannah. That is the truth. He politely nodded in greeting. Nice to meet you. I am Baek Woo Yun. He thought to himself, Kim Hannah. Skill-wise, she is only second to Kim Chol. She is definitely number 2 at the bureau. Back in that other world, she was once a dangerous enemy. Lee Yujin mischievously spoke up, all right, since you two have been introduced, I will be off. I was not even supposed to be here in the first place. Kim Hannah heard this and frowned, scolding, what, you said you were allowed to come. She immediately turned and ran away, not forgetting to shout back, I will leave her to you. Bye. Kim Hannah stood there calling out, Yujin, come back here. She disappeared from the spot a second later, leaving the two standing there looking at each other speechlessly. Kim Hannah was embarrassed enough to blush but still had to start a conversation. I heard you use swords. Do you prefer long swords or daggers? Woo Yun glanced over and answered, I use both. She rubbed her chin, thinking. Both, I wonder what his level is like. Suddenly, Kim Hannah suggested, how about a sparring match? Hearing this, Cha Seong Chul broke out in a sweat. Na Yun looked over, puzzled. What is wrong? He widened his eyes and finally managed to say a sentence. The way this is happening is really strange. She lowered her head to look at the screen, doubtful. Sparring with Kim Hannah is not normal for sword users to spar with each other. At that moment, the two were holding their weapons, staring at each other intently. Cha Seong Chul stammered, that is true, but not every player uses swords. This setup only works because Hacker Lord is the main character. Na Yun saw this and also gaped, her face turning pale. The commentators were also astonished, what, that makes me sit up straight. Now you tell me, most of them are ability users, this eye is truly crazy. What is it? Everyone looked at Woo Yun swinging his sword forward and buzzed with discussion. Even if it is an advanced eye, I think it has changed the direction of the story. But this development is completely different from other players' experiences. This means this game. Kim Hannah also took a ready stance. The crowd kept whispering, depending on the player's actions, the story can unfold in completely different ways. These things are almost like reality. Woo Yun's pupils gleamed with a dangerous golden yellow light. Kim Hannah immediately raised her sword to face level. The purple in her eyes also clearly showed a challenging intent. Kim Hannah proposed, let us use only swords for the spar, no special abilities. Woo Yun, looking blank, refused. That won't work. My ability is physical enhancement, and it is always active. So even now, it is still active. She entered a defensive stance and replied, if that is the case, I will use my ability too. Hannah smirked, speaking slowly. Thus, Woo Yun maintained his composure and coolness. The moment the word begin rang out, she lunged right in front of him. A dazzling streak of light shot past Kim Hannah's eyes. Woo Yun quickly twisted his body, dodging that attack. He immediately swung his weapon to push her back. Kim Hannah staggered a few steps but used her toes to scrape against the ground to regain balance. A second later, she took momentum and ran swiftly forward. Kim Hannah delivered a powerful, decisive slash, forcing Woo Yun back. Cha Seong Chul, seeing this, exclaimed, Kim Hannah. She truly lives up to the hype. He is also really strong. Na Yun turned and added, that must be the Wind God playstyle, right? At that moment, Kim Hannah leapt into the air, surrounded by streams of blue light, aiming the tip of her sword at Woo Yun. Hearing this, he replied, half right, half wrong. The Wind God playstyle was inspired by Kim Hannah, but Hacker Lord is also impressive, is not he? He is not overwhelmed by Kim Hannah's speed. A second later, she continuously attacked, but not a single blow could hit Woo Yun. The commentators were extremely excited. Wow, no joke. Is not this a side quest? Why is he so amazing? Watching this makes me want to learn swordsmanship. Suddenly, Kim Hannah halted, her eyes wide open, showing immense surprise. She looked at Woo Yun's cold face and silently assessed, not just fast speed. He also exploits openings with great precision. Kim Hannah gave a mysterious, slight smile and spoke up. It seems I will have to use a bit more of my real strength. Immediately, she channeled more energy into her sword, pushing it right up to Wu Yun's face. The accumulating mana grew larger, shooting forward and expanding blue rings. Kim Hannah held her weapon steady, muttering. As expected. She saw a section of the energy net just destroyed by it, along with Wu Yun's spinning posture, then continued, "I thought you would dodge." The comment section became lively again. Kim Hannah is truly fearsome. Is Hacker Lord still not on her level? Hacker Lord has only unlocked 2 core elements. If he unlocks one more, could he be on par? Probably needs more than that. Kim Hannah raised an eyebrow in praise. You are much more excellent than I thought. Wu Yun nodded modestly. Thank you. He thought to himself, if this were a real fight, my win rate would be less than 20%. I am still lacking compared to that other world. She suddenly asked, where did you learn swordsmanship? Wu Yun lowered his head. To be honest, I taught myself. Kim Hannah exclaimed in surprise. Self-taught to this level. Good. In my opinion, there is a place I want to show you. Then the system updated, sparring mission with Kim Hannah, completed. You have leveled up. Scene transitioned to a place filled with weapons hung on walls. Wu Yun was puzzled. This place is. Kim Hannah looked at the pile of weapons before them and introduced, it is the Otherworld Management Bureau's armory. Kim Hannah, Otherworld Interspatial Management Bureau, assistant to the support team leader, spoke up cheerfully. She mentioned that Wu Yun would need a suitable weapon. Kim Hannah glanced at him and confirmed. Yes, that is right. Although I have a weapon I am using, there is no need to continue using a non-ability type. After saying this, she thought to herself, I think. Kim Hannah bowed her head briskly in response. Then feel free to choose one properly. I will take my leave. After he left, Kim Hannah waved a hand and said, now it is your time to choose. Wu Yun swept his eyes around, stroking his chin in thought. Fewer valuable items than I thought. He stood before the blood siphon spear, Drajos, looking at its information. First effect, spear/power enhanced. Second effect, absorb blood from the spear tip to restore health. Can control the healing. All apply only in PvE. He muttered, I think this is a quality item. So I will take this, and suddenly, something caught Wu Yun's attention. Huh. He stared fixedly at the sharp object in the back, suspicious. It was the soul-devouring sword, Real Soul, lying in a corner, making Wu Yun take notice. Real Soul was infamous for its special effect, absolutely indestructible. Its /power increases based on the number of souls it has devoured. Health restoration equal to a mana potion based on damage caused by Real Soul. The remaining 2 effects are sealed. All apply only in PvE. He walked over and picked it up, thinking to himself, why is an item that should be on the black market here? Did someone originally steal it from the bureau? Did not expect to encounter my favorite weapon from the other world here. Kim Hannah, seeing this, asked, you have decided to choose this? Wu Yun affirmed. Yes, I will take this. She remarked, a 2-handed greatsword. Interesting. I will request the ownership transfer for you. Na Yun, seeing this, could not help but be bewildered. What the hell? Normally, a weapon with 2 choices should not appear at this stage. Others thought the same. No, this is unreasonable. Why is a 5-choice weapon appearing here? And even though choices are random, only good choices come with it. When I went to the armory, there was nothing like this. The system quickly announced, user Chaco Mad Jenga donated 1000 won. If all seals are released, that thing would probably become an ultimate weapon. Cha Seong Chul was not very surprised. Actually, this is not the first time Hacker Lord has received equipment unsuitable for his level. The Hermit's pendant he obtained in the last broadcast was also a mid-storyline item. Commentators chattered, now that you mention it, that is true. I was blinded by the hidden storyline. A hunter appearing in the first field mission, who cares about that? Cha Seong Chul glanced over and continued. Some of you probably know. Reverse Planet has a very clear risk-reward calculation. The more difficult the challenge, the greater the reward. She wondered, so, because he defeated a hunter right from the first sweep, he was able to receive the Hermit's pendant. He confirmed. Exactly. Moreover, Hacker Lord has perfectly completed everything from escaping the lab to sparring with Kim Hana. Na Yun's eyes sparkled as she muttered. And the reward for that is real soul. Sounds very logical, does not it? Others immediately agreed. He implied, of course, it is just a hypothesis for now. Let us continue observing. Scene transition inside the game. Kim Hana announced, they said the ownership transfer is complete. Wu Yun stored the sword in his inventory space while replying, thank you. Kim Hana looked up, feeling excited on his behalf. Well, now that you have a new weapon to get familiar with, shall we go for a sweep? Scene transitioned to a desolate, remote mountain area. Wu Yun and Kim Hana passed through the translocation gate and set foot here. She was dismayed by the cold here. Who would have thought the gate would be on a mountain peak, just activated spontaneously? Kim Hana recalled the guard's words, the gate will appear a bit higher up. She frowned, complaining, deceitful. He said just a bit higher. Anyway, this was where the beast-type invasive entities based on wolves appeared. The system quickly displayed the image of a wild wolf, low danger difficulty. Kim Hana placed a hand on her hip and continued. They possess a very strong territorial instinct, so they will patrol here soon. Wu Yun closed his eyes, silently comparing, beast type. They are tougher to deal with than insect types, but everything below B rank is the same. Then he spoke up, this saves us the trouble of looking for them. She immediately gave an instruction, if the situation becomes dangerous, I will intervene. But for now, I will just observe. Good luck. Wu Yun quickly summoned, Real Soul, from the shadow storage and replied, understood. At that moment, the winds on the mountaintop kept howling. The footsteps of the monsters grew louder and more resonant. His pupils became extremely sharp upon hearing this. They're coming. Wu Yun swiftly entered an attack stance as the wolves charged. He firmly gripped the sword hilt, swinging it back for momentum. This will be the first strike. The words full power echoed in Wu Yun's mind, and at the same time, he unleashed a decisive slash right in front of the ferocious wolf pack. Wu Yun fought these wild beasts alone without a trace of fear. Not long after, a blazing red light ran along the sword's body. The system updated, soul-devouring sword, real soul, slash power has increased. The commentators praised, that is it, perfect score. I told you. Na Yun also did not expect it. He wields that greatsword as lightly as a feather. Cha Seong Chul, meanwhile, was moved to tears by a donation. User Cha Seong Chul donated 50,000 won, extraordinary control ability. Wu Yun gripped the weapon in his hand, silently sensing, as expected, the feeling from the start is completely different from the other weapons. Kim Hana stood behind, sweating profusely, muttering. This is Heavenly Moon Slash. Wu Yun tightened his grip around the sword and reflected inwardly. Compared to the weapons he had used before, this one felt far more natural in his hands, balanced, responsive, almost as if it were made for him. Watching from the side, Hannah rubbed her hands together and murmured, that attack just now. Was that Heavenly Crescent Slash? Wu Yun suddenly lifted his gaze when a massive, fur-covered foot with razor-sharp claws stepped into view. Seong Chul let out a startled cry, his face paling as he stared at the enormous wolves ahead of them. Huh. His voice trembled with fear. Na Yian's mouth fell open as she spoke. Looks like elite monsters are starting to show up. In the next instant, the ferocious giant wolves lunged forward, charging straight at their prey. Wu Yun reacted swiftly, swinging his sword forward in a clean arc before immediately retreating a step. Seong Chul, watching from behind the monitor, felt his heart pounding. Where did he even learn moves like that, he wondered. That opening strike especially, it really reminded me of Kim Hana's Heavenly Crescent Slash. Na Yian replied with visible concern, as far as I know, he has never had any formal athletic training. Suddenly, a thought struck her. Could it be from when he used to play Colosseum? Meanwhile, on the battlefield, Wu Yun was still locked in a brutal exchange. Without hesitation, he sprang high into the air, aiming precisely for the head of one of the savage wolves. His sinewy arms clenched tightly around the weapon as he brought it down in a decisive, lethal strike. Even Hannah, observing calmly until now, could not hide her surprise. He is not just good. she muttered. At the same time, the system notification appeared. Soul Eater's cutting power has increased. All of a sudden, Wu Yun's eyes sharpened with a predatory glint as he spun around. He immediately took a defensive stance. A voice rang out, tense and alert. Looks like something's coming. Haxikul has entered a defensive state. Not long after, an enormous wolf's head burst forward, jaws gaping wide as it lunged straight at Wu Yun. It was the silver wolf bot. Raging with ferocity, it charged at him in a frenzy. Seong Chul instantly shifted into an excited tone. The bot monster has appeared. For those who do not know, it is infamous for crushing rookies thanks to its sheer size and speed. At that very moment, the ground beneath them exploded, rocks and dirt blasting upward as thick clouds of dust engulfed the forest. Na Yian grimaced. Even though Haxikul managed to block it, he is still being pushed back. On the battlefield, Wu Yun was struggling with all his might just to hold back the silver wolf bot. Then, with a roar of his own, he tore out one of its fangs with brute force. The silver wolf bot howled in agony, staggering backward. Seizing the opening, Wu Yun sprang nimbly out of its jaws. He landed cleanly on the ground without suffering so much as a scratch. Clutching his weapon once more, Wu Yun thought grimly to himself, as expected. It is on a completely different level from an elite monster. His eyes flared with light for a brief instant. Even so, Wu Yun emphasized to himself that this much was nothing special. Without hesitating any longer, he launched himself forward and swung his blade down with all his strength at the silver wolf bot. The system immediately displayed a notification, absorbing the soul of the bot monster. The sword in Wu Yun's hands was now drenched in deep crimson blood, and the system followed up at once. Soul Eater's cutting power has increased. After the battle ended, he stood still, staring at the fallen silver wolf bot. From behind him, Hannah suddenly spoke. As expected of the Bureau's most promising agent. She looked at Wu Yun and added honestly, to tell the truth, I was planning to intervene. That bot was far stronger than the mission parameters suggested. Na Yian exclaimed in disbelief, right, I mean, the mission was clearly labeled F+ to E+. She continued calmly, honestly, that thing felt closer to a B rank. As Hannah and Wu Yun continued talking, Seong Chul also looked stunned. It was obviously far more dangerous than the official threat rating. Then he muttered to himself, well, maybe the difficulty was affected by what the player did beforehand. A few comments popped up in agreement. So completing too many high difficulty missions makes future missions spike in difficulty too. That is basically turning every quest into hell. Haxikul's missions are always harder than average, huh? Still, Seong Chul had a lingering doubt. Of course, it was only a hypothesis, but why had not the reverse world closed yet, even though the bot had already been defeated? Wu Yun voiced the same confusion. Senior. What is going on here? Hannah replied casually, yeah. This is clearly an abnormal phenomenon. She then turned around and said, follow me. We need to find the source of this. After walking for a while, Hannah suddenly seemed to notice something. That is, lying right in the middle of their path was an egg. She blinked in surprise. An egg. All of a sudden, the egg began to crack open, leaving both Wu Yun and Hannah visibly stunned. The egg immediately started to glow, prompting Hannah to warn, be careful. We do not know what is going to hatch from it. But the next moment, an incredibly cute creature poked its head out from inside the egg. Comments instantly flooded in. What is that? Hannah's face flushed red. Puppy. Some people chimed in curiously. It looks like a pet. I have never seen one before. But Reverse Planet does not even have a pet system, does it? Hannah spoke again, her expression serious. Like I said, this situation is highly abnormal. Even though it is an entity from another world, it shows no hostility toward humans. The tiny puppy toddled over and happily wagged its tail at her feet. Wu Yun said coldly, should I kill it? Hannah hesitated. According to standard protocol, yes. But she glanced down at the creature. It is too cute. After a brief pause, she made her decision. This is not normal. We should take it back to the lab and let the research team examine it first. Wu Yun immediately complied, roughly grabbing the puppy by the scruff of its neck. Got it. Hannah turned back to look at him and said, "It finally closed. Let us get out of here." At dusk, back at the headquarters of the Interdimensional Management Bureau, a voice echoed through the halls. "We have never encountered a case like this before." The doctor held the test results in his hand and spoke. "However, the research findings indicate that this creature is not a being from another world." Hannah hesitated. "If it is not, then what is it?" The doctor continued, "At best, we can only speculate that it is an entity summoned through some kind of special ability." She replied in surprise, "But between the two of us, neither of us has an ability capable of doing something like that." The man gazed off into the distance. "There is a high probability that the summoning originated from the reverse world itself, not from either of you. We will need to conduct a more thorough investigation." Hannah immediately asked, "Then will the Bureau take responsibility for protecting this creature?" But the doctor hesitated. About that." Wu Yun stared intently at the puppy as he listened to the doctor continue. "It seems the ownership registration has already been finalized. According to regulations, once that is done, we are not permitted to place a living creature under Bureau protection." Hannah shot him a helpless look. "Ownership registration?" The system issued a notification. "Thunderwolf has been registered as a pet." Wu Yun looked genuinely shocked. "A pet?" Then, without warning, the system broadcast an emergency alert. "Emergency maintenance notice. The servers will undergo maintenance for updates in 5 minutes. Players are advised to log out at the nearest safe zone as soon as possible." Wu Yun calmly read the alert, while Na Yian exclaimed in disbelief, "Everyone, what just happened?" She looked visibly flustered. He just obtained a pet, something that did not even exist in the system, and now there is an immediate update notice. Seong Chul gaped as well. "That is a little too coincidental, do not you think?" Na Yian flushed with pride as she joked, "Do not tell me this emergency maintenance is because Haxical just got a pet." Comments flooded in all at once. "It is just a coincidence. Do not overthink it. But the timing really is strange. It is just like the first time we saw someone achieve complete adaptation. There is no way the dev team is watching his stream, right? How could it be related?" Seong Chul laughed excitedly. "Well, let us wait and see. We will find out eventually. For now, though, we are forced to end the stream here." Na Yian waved at the camera and chimed in, "See you all again in the next stream." The screen faded to black. "Currently offline. Please look forward to the next stream. Click to view other streams." Someone spoke as they picked up a controller and faced the screen. "That is where it ends." That voice continued, "This is the stream in question." Everyone's eyes were fixed on the display in a conference room at Planet Earth's U.S. headquarters. A young woman sat there, clutching her head anxiously. If it is that Haxical kid, does not that mean he is also the one who discovered complete adaptation, something even we did not know about? The blonde-haired man beside her replied, "Yes. We have been monitoring him for quite some time now." The woman was Sophia, the head of the Reverse Planet Development Team. She spoke tensely. "On top of that, this is a system update that even the development team had no prior knowledge of." The blonde man frowned. "As everyone here knows, the only person capable of doing something like this is Isaac." A white-haired young man appeared on the screen. Isaac, the former head of Reverse Planet's development team, widely known as a genius, and currently missing. Sophia bit her nails as she thought, "That eccentric bastard. Figures. I knew he deliberately went into hiding. Even so, I never thought he would just shut down the server and push an update on his own." She turned to the person next to her and asked, "Then what about Deus?" The bespectacled man replied, "We have tried to reactivate it, but there has still been no response." Deus, the artificial intelligence Isaac created to assist with game development, had gone offline the moment Isaac disappeared. Sophia spoke with a grim expression. "For now, check if there are any other update files we do not know about. If something like this happens again, we are going to have a serious problem." The man with glasses asked anxiously, "But will we even be able to find it? If Isaac deliberately hid it, then—" Sophia slammed her hand on the table and shouted, "We have to find it. No matter the cost." She continued, her tone sharp and commanding, "Also, put Haxical on the highest priority monitoring list. Keep watching his live streams closely. If anything unusual happens, we need to be able to respond immediately. The blonde-haired man replied tensely. Understood. Sophia ground her teeth in frustration. Isaac. I do not know what you are plotting, but I won't let things unfold the way you want them to. At that moment, the system screen filled with dense strings of numbers, cascading across the display. A pair of hands gently touched the system interface. Then, without warning, they pressed down hard against the screen. A system notification appeared. In the next quest, you will need a companion, someone you can truly trust. At a small cafe located in the heart of the city. On his phone screen was a system prompt. For the next special quest, you will need a trustworthy companion. This is. Wu Yun stared blankly at the screen, his expression distant and unsettled. Anonymous viewer no. 62. What exactly are they trying to plan? Across from him, Na Yian was animatedly waving her hands as she spoke, though he barely caught a word of what she was saying. He reflected on it again. From both sides, all he had been receiving were special quests tied directly to the system requests to continue the game and unlock new system functions within Reverse Planet. Just like the previous special quest, which had involved fixing bugs and eliminating the Transcendent Project Director, with the reward being a chance to return to the original world. Rubbing his chin, Wu Yun speculated that if that was the case, then the ideal candidate would most likely be a developer closely connected to the system, or at the very least, someone deeply involved with it. Na Yian brought up the topic of anonymous viewer no. 62. She voiced her suspicion. Could they be a staff member from the game company? I mean, they pushed out an emergency update right after you found the pet. Wu Yun shook his head. Probably just a coincidence. There is no reason a game company would be watching the livestream of some ordinary user. Hearing that, Na Yian fell silent, lost in thought. Deciding to change the subject, Wu Yun asked, "Anyway, what was the big news you mentioned in your message?" Her face immediately lit up as she replied, "We got an invitation to become coaches for the SSR Cup." The SSR Cup was the largest Reverse Planet PvP tournament in the country. The event typically recruited individual streamers, well-known influencers, or former professional players. The news left him stunned. "Why me, and as a coach, no less," Na Yian explained. "What do you mean? Why, you're the center of attention right now. Plus, the SSR Cup has an official position called support coach." She added confidently, "With your skill level, they probably think you are more suitable as a coach than as a competitor. Why not take this opportunity to join and show off your coaching abilities?" Wu Yun fell into deep contemplation. Suddenly, a thought crossed his mind. If I become a coach, does that mean I will be training disciples? Na Yian replied while taking a bite of cake, "That is right. If you decide to do it, I will handle all the preparations. We can even hold a tryout to select your trainees." Wu Yun recalled the system message from earlier for the next special quest. You will need a trustworthy companion. Because of that, he made his decision quickly. "I will do it." Hearing his answer, she jumped to her feet in excitement. "Really, that is a great decision. This will help our channel a lot, too." As if newly energized, Na Yian multitasked effortlessly, eating, drinking, and tapping away on her phone all at once. "I should send the acceptance email before you change your mind." Wu Yun watched her in silence, at a loss for words, while quietly thinking to himself, a trustworthy companion. A few days later, on the day of Haxicle's livestream, Na Yian and Seong Chul once again joined him as commentators. "Hek ha, welcome, everyone." Almost instantly, the chat flooded with responses. "Hello, hello, Hek ha, Hek ha." Na Yian opened the broadcast. "Before we begin today's stream, I have an important announcement to make. The Saint of Machinery will be participating in the SSR Cup as a coach. Congratulations." At the same time, a poster appeared on screen, completely obscuring Wu Yun's face. The comment section erupted into chaos. "This is insane, what a bombshell. But why a coach instead of a player? To balance against the Saint of Machinery, they would need someone like Battler or Antlers. I heard Kong Soyul is joining as a competitor. Did he make that poster himself?" Seong Chul continued to steer the discussion. "Being good at playing a game and being good at teaching a game are two completely different things, right? I am really curious to see what kind of coaching ability the Saint of Machinery actually has." Na Yian nodded in agreement. "Exactly. The on-screen interface quickly switched to footage of Wu Yun warming up his body. Na Yian explained, since his current rank is still a bit low, today he plans to focus on climbing the ladder. Seong Chul nodded thoughtfully. That is a good idea. If you want to stand in a coaching position, you need to push your rank as high as possible to really prove yourself. A comment suddenly popped up. Saint of Machinery, are you gold rank in all 3 modes? Seong Chul answered on his behalf. More precisely, gold in duels, gold in free-for-all, and unranked in survival. Na Yian added, but you have played duo survival with me before. Remember, we had a 10-win streak back then, so you should be able to jump straight into ranked. Suddenly, a bold challenge appeared on screen. Mission: win survival mode without using any weapons and achieve over 40 kills. Reward: 3 million won. Both commentators could not help but gape in shock, and the comment section instantly exploded. Chairman, whoa, you have to take this. With a mission like this, the first match is going to be insane. Na Yian quickly relayed the information to Wu Yun. A huge mission just appeared. Can you really get 40 kills in survival without using weapons? By now, Wu Yun had activated data masking to hide his face. He gave a small nod in response. The viewers collectively held their breath. Let us go. This is either a spectacular first mission failure, or, if he succeeds, it will be a brand new legend. Both commentators immediately grew excited. The Saint of Machinery has accepted the mission. Let us see whether achieving 40 kills without weapons is even possible. The system prompt rang out. PvP survival mode, solo ranked. Match found. In an instant, Wu Yun was teleported to Area 1, the military base. His ear twitched slightly as he listened carefully the outskirts of the military base. It did not take long for Wu Yun to pinpoint it. There were 19 people in the surrounding area. He lightly tapped the tip of his foot against the ground. If I want 40 kills, I need to move fast. Wu Yun crouched down, taking a runner's starting stance. In the blink of an eye, he shot forward at a terrifying speed, kicking up a cloud of dust. What followed was a seamless chain of movements. Only brief flashes of light could be seen, accompanied by the echo of impacts and shattering sounds. The ambushers did not even have time to react before they were sent flying, blood spraying from their mouths. Wu Yun's fists swung with overwhelming force, smashing their faces aside. He was moving so fast that no one could clearly tell what had just happened. Na Yian and Seong Chul stared at the screen with their mouths hanging open, and the viewers were just as stunned. This is insane. What was that? Too fast. Wow, I am getting dizzy just watching this. My eyes can't even keep up. The system kept updating with a rapid stream of elimination notifications. After sprinting across a long stretch of terrain, Wu Yun finally came to a halt. His body skidded several steps forward from the sudden stop before he fully regained his balance. The system notification appeared. Baek Wu Yun 18 eliminations. He casually flicked his hand, thinking to himself that he had completely cleared out the outskirts. Should I move into the central area now? Seong Chul looked so excited he seemed on the verge of passing out, while Na Yian gave an awkward laugh. Maybe we should just give up at this point. Just then, the system issued another alert. Survival 2 out of 100 remaining. In an area that looked like a warehouse, a lone figure sat quietly. The man was dressed entirely in black, sitting with one arm propped against the ground, silently waiting. Wu Yun suddenly appeared behind him, lifting one leg high as he prepared to bring it crashing down. At the exact moment his foot descended, the man in black reacted instantly, leaping to the side to evade the strike. The comment section erupted again. Whoa, he dodged that. What kind of reaction speed is that? Is the original hacker back? The hack accusations are starting again. The man in black planted a hand on the ground to steady himself, then sprang back to his feet, raising both hands into a ready fighting stance. The air between the two instantly grew tense. Seong Chul let out an audible gasp. This guy is. He speculated aloud. It looks like this player is also using a physical enhancement build, just like the Saint of Machinery. Na Yian glanced down at the tablet in her hands. This is the first time, right, and this player's kill log. It is no joke either. She read out the record. They already have 15 kills. The viewers were stunned. 15 kills, that is insane. That is only because the Saint of Machinery is ridiculously overpowered. Normally, over 10 kills already puts you at pro level. Even 5 kills is considered really good. Na Yian posed the key question. The Saint of Machinery is currently at 39 kills. Can he really reach that insane number of 40? At the same time, the man in black launched himself forward to attack. He threw the first punch toward Wu Yun, but Wu Yun tilted his head just enough to evade it. Wu Yun immediately countered with a similar punch of his own, yet the man in black ducked low and narrowly avoided it. He pressed the attack again, and this time Wu Yun blocked it cleanly with one hand. Wu Yun leapt into the air and delivered a powerful kick. The man in black could not dodge in time and was knocked backward several steps. Before he could fully regain his balance, Wu Yun surged forward with a clenched fist. The man in black clicked his tongue, lowering his stance and tightening his grip. Seong Chul shouted excitedly, "What an incredible exchange! Both of them are moving at a level that rivals professional martial artists." Na Yian murmured in disbelief, "Just who is that guy?" The viewers were just as curious, firing off speculation non-stop. "What is this? This is the first time I have seen someone fight the Saint of Machinery like this. A hidden master, could be a pro player. Then why would a pro be in this rank? Maybe it is a pro's Smurf account." Amid the clash, Wu Yun analyzed him calmly. His movements are solid. But as the man in black charged again, Wu Yun smoothly twisted his body, narrowly slipping past the attack. At the same moment, Wu Yun's hand shot straight toward the man's abdomen. He clenched his hand into a tight fist. This should be the end of it. A powerful punch shot forward, and the man in black was sent flying backward, slamming straight into the wall. After the blow, he slumped down onto the ground, his body no longer able to move. Even so, a faint smile spread across his face. Figures. Fighting with a style I am not used to really does not work out. This was fun, he added lightly. Next time, let us have a proper match. With those words, the man in black's body began to glow. It seemed the system was teleporting him out. The remark left Wu Yun uneasy. Next time. The system notification followed immediately. Baek Wu Yun has eliminated the anonymous player. Game over. Game mode, solo survival. Final result, rank 1 out of 100. Baek Wu Yun 40 kills, 0 assists, 0 deaths. Seong Chul announced excitedly, and with that, the Saint of Machinery has finally reached 40 kills and completed the mission. Na Yian could not hide her smile. Turning toward the chat, she called out, "Deuce, the viewer who issued the quest, are you still here?" As if on cue, a notification sound chimed. Deuce has donated 3 million won. Na Yian's eyes instantly lit up. "Thank you so much for the mission." The viewers erupted with envy. 3 million insane, that is crazy. Bot, if you do not mind, buy me an ice cream. I do not care if you mind, get me a hamburger. Na Yian winked mischievously. Alright then. Let us keep this momentum going and continue climbing the ranks. The comment section burst into laughter. Her eyes have gone completely feral. Even better, keep going. And just like that, by the end of the day, Baek Wu Yun had achieved a total of 98 consecutive wins, reaching the master tier in every game mode. Meanwhile, in a certain living room, a young man lay sprawled across the couch, one hand propping up his head. A girl sat cross-legged on the floor, her gaze fixed on her phone. She hugged a chick-shaped plush toy tightly against her chest, her fingers continuously scrolling across the touchscreen. On the phone screen was an article from the Reverse Planet community. The headline read, "Teaser for the Saint of Machinery's Disciple Selection Trial." The main content stated that he appeared to be showcasing his coaching abilities ahead of the SSR Cup, recruiting disciples from among streamers and also accepting recommendations via email, though consent from the recommended individual was required. Several highlighted comments followed. "I am really curious how the training will work. Wait for me. I will send a recommendation even without their consent." Disciple Selection Trial. The girl murmured. Her name was Young Aram, a game streamer. After finishing the article, she turned to the person lying behind her and asked, "Hey, little brother. Have you seen the Saint of Machinery's disciple recruitment? Should we apply too?" The young man Young Da-woon, also a game streamer, answered lazily, "I already applied. And I am the older brother." RM complained, that was fast. But while you are at it, should not you apply for your sister too? Dawoon stretched out and replied, fair point. I really should pay more attention to my sister. From their looks and the way they addressed each other, it was clear they were twins. Elsewhere, at Planet Earth's headquarters, Sophia sat in her office, scrolling through the news on her computer. The screen displayed several highlighted reports. Special Note 1, highest kill record of all time in survival mode. Major viewer quest by Deuce, final 2 survivors confirmed. No external program interference detected. Special Note 2, disciple training content has been officially announced. Sophia paused as she read, her brows knitting slightly. Deuce. A few days later, under a clear blue sky, the stadium stood nearly empty. It was 5 minutes before the start of Nuclear Tourism's broadcast. As Woo Yun looked down at the adorable puppy in his arms, the system's introduction echoed in his ears. Level 1 Thunder Wolf. Skills: bite, howl, roll. With an expression as cold as ever, Woo Yun thought to himself that it did not seem to have any special function at all. On the other end of the call, Na Yian did not sound much different from him. She sighed in disappointment. It does not really look any different from the pets other players have. I was hoping the emergency update would bring something more special. As she spoke, she applied lipstick and continued briefing him about the disciple selection since there were way too many applicants. Cha Seong Chul and I narrowed the list down a bit. Can you review the candidates later? For now, just keep running PvE while we finalize the roster. Woo Yun replied curtly, got it. At that moment, Seong Chul's voice rang out in the background. Na Yian, the broadcast is about to start. She hurriedly said goodbye. I have gotta go. Start as soon as I give the signal. Okay, the call ended. Holding the Thunder Wolf in his arms, Woo Yun muttered, then I will send you back home for now. As if it somehow understood him, the Thunder Wolf let out a small yip in response. Woo Yun's gaze softened as he stared at it. After a few seconds, he awkwardly cleared his throat and pulled himself together. Seeing the 2 words go from Na Yian pop up on the screen, he wondered silently, has it already started? While his thoughts drifted, the phone in his pocket suddenly rang. He checked the alert. At approximately 13:22 today, a large-scale reverse world riot has broken out toward Bukhansan, Gugidong, Jongno-gu, Seoul. All agents of the Spatial Management Bureau are to depart for the mission area immediately. One notification after another flooded in from the Bureau's network. A reverse world riot heading toward a back in Yonsan, Yonsan-dong, Yonsan-gu, Seoul. Another toward Soraisan Mountain, Jeonsu-dong, Namdong-gu, Incheon. Another Busan. Na Yian and Seong Chul received the alerts as well. Seong Chul cried out in shock, this is a large-scale riot situation. Na Yian exclaimed nervously, oh my god. Does that mean it has finally appeared? At the same time, comments began to fill the screen. Some mocked the situation, others took it seriously. Honestly, where is this story even going? At this rate, the invaders might actually show up in the real world. If it is a riot, that means the other world is actively interfering. The odds are high. A reverse world riot was nothing short of an apocalypse. It was a phenomenon in which another world poured its erosion into the reverse world, causing chaos as the invasive entities imprisoned there ran rampant. When a riot occurred, those invaders would cross over and attack Earth itself. In the ruined cities that followed, every corner would be filled with feral wolves, flying creatures, and monsters. After absorbing the news, Woo Yun could not help but sink into thought. Is the interdimensional war escalating even further now? Then his gaze fell on the words displayed by the system, and his expression grew heavier. Large-scale riot response mission. Defeat the invading entities to contain the large-scale riot. Just then, Hannah suddenly came running from somewhere, waving her hand and calling out loudly, Junior. Pulled out of his thoughts by her voice, Woo Yun turned to look at her. The moment Hannah appeared on screen, the viewers erupted with comments about the two of them. Kim Hannah Nuna feels like it has been forever since we last saw her. Does not it kind of feel like the senior-junior roles have flipped now? Or is it just me? Hannah rushed up to him and spoke urgently the moment she reached him. I have already got the car ready. Let us move, now. At Bukhansan National Park, human corpses and goblin bodies were scattered everywhere, the ground soaked in dark red blood. Wu Yun stared in shock, stammering, unable to finish his sentence. This is. Hannah, standing beside him, could not help but cut in. In a low, shaken voice, she said, "We are one step too late." Wu Yun quietly finished the thought he had not been able to voice. Goblins. Hannah glanced down at the corpse of a goblin, then forced herself to calm down and began analyzing the situation seriously. It looks like the agents who arrived earlier already dealt with these. Goblins are good at tracking prey. They were probably chasing fleeing civilians. She then turned her head toward him and made a quick decision. You are capable of acting on your own, right, Junior? Let us split up and handle this separately. Wu Yun nodded without hesitation. Understood. Hannah did not waste another word. See you later, she said, and swiftly dashed off. Wu Yun began his own operation. Activating his divine eye, he scanned the surroundings and murmured calmly, "Then I will start over there." Not far away, a young woman was sprinting forward in blind panic, screaming at the top of her lungs, "Do not come any closer." Several goblins, weapons clutched tightly in their hands, were chasing her relentlessly. Suddenly, an iron axe attached to a modern chain came flying through the air. Gripping the chain firmly, Wu Yun controlled the axe and drove it straight into the head of one goblin. The creature let out a shrill, agonized scream. After sending it to its grave, he immediately turned on the remaining goblins. The girl, completely exhausted with nowhere left to run, had collapsed beside a tree. A goblin was about to strike her down. Seeing this, Wu Yun instantly hurled the chained axe again. The blade sliced cleanly across the goblin's body with pinpoint precision. Its body split in two and crashed to the ground. After finishing off the remaining goblins, Wu Yun reeled his weapon back in. The viewers were treated to yet another explosive spectacle. Anyone watching would swear that the chained sickle was cursed. Stories about the possessed chained scythe and the lore of the mechanical saint were already becoming hot topics overseas, and astonishingly, those comments were real. The girl was still leaning against the tree, her entire body trembling in terror. In a shaky voice, she asked, "Why you are?" Wu Yun answered plainly, "I am an agent from the Spatial Management Bureau. If you head down the path below, it will be safe." Trusting his words, the girl did not hesitate. She rushed past him, bowing slightly as she ran. "Thank you." Wu Yun turned his head slightly to watch her leave, silently wondering, was she the last survivor? This won't work, he thought. I need to take down the bot as quickly as possible. Just as he was calculating his next move, a monster wielding a weapon suddenly lunged at him from behind. The instant the monster's weapon came crashing down, Wu Yun barely managed to slide aside and evade it. He let out a short sigh. Speak of the devil. Immediately, he shifted into a combat stance and flung his chained sickle toward the monster. The creature was no pushover. It swung its own weapon and violently knocked his chain aside. Wu Yun's divine eye suddenly flared with light for no apparent reason. Through it, he vaguely caught sight of a dark, ominous shadow lurking far behind the monster. Someone else, he wondered. At that moment, the monster charged at him again, roaring viciously. Wu Yun pulled the chain back into his grasp. As it closed the distance, the two faced off, one pressing the attack, the other holding the line. The viewers immediately erupted with puzzled comments. What is going on? It feels like the mechanical saint is just defending right now. Through the virtual screen, Na Yian and Seong Chul were also watching the battle unfold. Na Yian asked in confusion, "What is going on here? Why is not he counter-attacking?" Seong Chul, with his sharp eyes, noticed something off and said doubtfully, "It looks like he is staring at something else, not at his opponent." Back on the battlefield, Wu Yun continued to use only enough strength to defend against the monster's attacks, showing no intention of striking back. At that moment, his thoughts drifted toward that shadowy figure as he mused silently, "If you are just going to stand there and watch." Suddenly, the chain of his chained sickle was severed by the monster's strike. Calmly, Wu Yun grasped the axe handle again. The monster let out a thunderous roar and swung its sword, intending to deliver the finishing blow. This time, Wu Yun no longer held back. With a flawless swing, he cleaved the monster cleanly in two. Witnessing such a satisfying blow, the audience erupted with praise and excitement. There it is, that was amazing. After sending the monster off to the afterlife, Wu Yun tilted his head slightly, his eyes lighting up. He stared straight at the shadow. Then, in a cold voice, he uttered just 2 words, an order directed at the unseen presence. Come out. The shadowy figure no longer hid itself. It stepped 1 foot into the light, slowly revealing its true form. The system immediately issued an introduction, a dimensional invader, an entity with a humanoid appearance, yet belonging to another world. They were known by many names: demons, otherworlders, invaders. The comment section instantly exploded into chaos. This is insane, an invader actually showed up, no way. Is this for real? I have never seen an invader like this before. On the other side, Na Yian cried out in shock, an invader, at a time like this? Seong Chul could not help launching into a long commentary. Normally, you would be lucky to see 1 or 2 of these guys near the endgame. As expected, the mechanized gods PvE is way beyond imagination. The invader stepped forward and immediately assumed a combat stance, facing Wu Yun. New comments kept flooding in. What is this? Do not tell me they are going barehanded. Wu Yun showed no hesitation. He tossed his chained sickle aside, calculating silently. This is the first time an invader has appeared like this, but I will deal with it. With that thought, he swiftly took up a fighting stance. Wu Yun clenched his fist, his eyes blazing as he locked onto the invader. The invader also tightened its fists, meeting his gaze head-on. Without waiting any longer, Wu Yun charged straight at it. The two clashed in a fierce hand-to-hand battle. When Wu Yun threw a punch, the invader was ready to strike back. Wu Yun unleashed a flurry of powerful punches, but the invader's movements were nimble enough to evade them all. When it was the invader's turn to attack, Wu Yun effortlessly dodged every punch thrown his way. Watching through the screen, Seong Chul evaluated the scene seriously. There is something about this flow. Does not it remind you of the finals from last survival season? He glanced at Na Yian as he spoke. Na Yian hesitated. Is that so? I am not entirely sure. Meanwhile, keyboard warriors in the comments grew curious. Is not bare-handed fighting always kind of the same, but are not invaders supposed to be this good at close combat? Back in the middle of the duel, Wu Yun seemed to realize something. I had my suspicions, he thought. And now I am sure of it. This guy. He was actually copying his movements. Just as Wu Yun suspected, whenever he assumed a stance or made a move, the invader mirrored it perfectly, just like with that kick he would thrown moments ago. Wu Yun's limbs moved with fluid precision as he exchanged blows, yet his thoughts drifted elsewhere, lost in an old memory. Even back then over there, those who had destroyed the laboratory in order to kill him had once created a special ET-Bell model designed to mimic him perfectly. In the instant his focus wavered, the invader threw a punch straight at him. Though his mind was elsewhere, Wu Yun never let his guard down, and he managed to evade the strike with ease. Still caught between thought and motion, he suddenly reached out and seized the invader by the face. In one swift reversal, he slammed its head straight into the ground. A mocking remark flickered through Wu Yun's mind. Too clumsy. He then smashed the invader's face into the ground several more times. The earth cracked beneath the impacts, and the viewers needed no further explanation. Some watched in grim satisfaction, others in twisted sympathy. That invader's getting beaten to a pulp must hurt like hell. Then why do not you step in and take the hits yourself? Another comment shot back. Wu Yun raised his fist high, now smeared with streaks of blood, drawing back for the final blow. Then he drove his fist down in a decisive, lethal strike, finishing the invader once and for all. Thick, dark red blood clung to his knuckles. As the body fell still, Wu Yun's thoughts churned again. Who exactly is copying things so perfectly, just like that laboratory did back then? Is it the corporate alliance, or someone from the invader's side? No matter how he turned it over in his head, only those two possibilities surfaced, leaving his thoughts tangled and unsettled. Then, suddenly, something clicked. Wait. Replaying the earlier hand-to-hand fight in his mind, Wu Yun became certain of one thing. What the invader had been copying was not PvE combat patterns, it was him in PvP. With that realization, his gaze drifted down to the invader's lifeless body. A vague yet chilling conclusion formed in his mind. That means someone capable of interfering with the entire game system. Was that anonymous viewer No. 62 really that guy? As the thought took shape, Wu Yun felt even more adrift, his unease deepening as more and more things continued to veer off their intended course.